No Leopard, no Spy Fox, no Nephrys, no Big and Large, no Octopus, no Tisco, no Starlit, never good luck. Yeah, if the run is 45 minutes, either super free, yeah, and it needs to be free like very early, otherwise Act 1 I still spend a lot of time. Or I die, so hopefully I don't die. So that's your blood. So MNT, low tier. Transform 1, sure. Guardian for lead act. There's no fire in this for lead path. You can go to 2 elites and go to 4 fires, but that's not even so good. If you really need the upgrade, you can like go here instead of here. Now, of course, this path is like running into floor 6 and floor 8 burning elite, yeah, with no fire in between, so don't know whether that's doable or not. But after burning elite, you do have safety fire and then yeah, some advanced hallways and whatever. We have burning blood, so usually you are fine. We get 3 relics here. You can mitigate like bleeding. Free nothing was a 7-6 man special on. Hello Novel. Hello 1000 custom. Hello Lord Laser. And yeah, if this is not the Ironclad, you can click 3 potions, yeah, but Ironclad probably doesn't need 3 potions too much in order to even brute force this if you want to. And this is absolute hot garbage, so we transform 1. Let me see. I have seen. Right now, what I think about transform 1 each character on Ironclad is good because Ironclad can handle the low rolls and eventually you need to find something really good to happen in the run, yeah? Before your burning blood falls off. So again, transform 2 on Ironclad is the same concept as red colorless. You just take a roll. You just take a random roll immediately to maybe get a run winning high roll. Even if you low roll, usually you're fine. Like for example here we transform into Clash. That's not the best, but hopefully I'm still fine, you know. It's not like I have a Clash in my deck and suddenly I go into these 4 fights, I'm dead or something. So on Ironclad is good, yeah. On Silent, yeah, also like, reasonable because even if you low roll transform your neutralize, basically your starter deck can still handle hallway fights. If you can't handle hallway fight after bed transform 2, then it's usually going to be good. Which is why like, deflect transform 2 is so insanely terrible because unlike Silent Ironclad, yeah, if you break transform 2 on deflect, you run to every hallway and you just bleed like crazy, and then you never really get to fix your deck. So like long-term value is non-existent if you brick, and then you also die early game. You cannot fix your deck, and then the run snowballs downwards. Watcher of course is like, it depends on how safe the path is because average value transform 2 on Watcher is very high, yeah? But again, Watcher wins way too much. So if suddenly there's like a noticeable chance of, you know, getting destroyed in Act 1 with your transform bricks, then potentially it's not so good. But it's very map dependent on Watcher, I would say. But yeah, usually it's just like very strong on Ironclad, strong on Silent, pretty hot garbage on defect, and usually strong on Watcher, but depends on how much risk you are willing to accept. But this doesn't mean anything, no? I still start this node, so we want to do these 2 floors and then reevaluate. Oh, wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, look at this. I played this, right? Over Bash Defense, I think. Bash Defense opens 3 strike, but if I play this, it's a 19, and 19 if I redraw Clash is killing, yeah? And yeah, I guess next turn I can just draw into like 4 strike and a bash or something and get punished by 11, but here it saves 1. Also, I want to play Clash. Boom. Okay, fine, take 6. Yeah, could have drawn 2 defense, could have drawn Clash, and then we would not take this hit, but you know, what can you do? Doesn't matter, next turn 3 defense Clash, it's dead. Ow. Clash into Searing Blow, yeah, that's definitely a combo of the gods. Rage is good with Clash, like unironically. It is a zero cost, it is a block card, yeah, but it's a zero cost block, so it doesn't really stop the clash from happening, and it makes the clash gain the block as well. Like pretty nice combo, good in hallways. The other choice is maybe a freaking cliff, because we say that yeah, Sentry with clash is not exactly the best matchup I have ever seen. But it's not even like cliff is solving Sentries or anything, you know. It's okay. And honestly, I kind of want to just run into hallways here, so yeah, Rage is reasonable too. Yeah, nice Rage. I mean, that's block 3 though, for 0. And we do want to play a strike here anyway, otherwise we cannot really proc them at all, yeah? They roll extremely high HP and also 8 base damage, which is, you know, not great. Damage roll is 6 to 8. So they both roll maximum, yeah? And, you know, HP range, I don't remember the HP range exactly, but I know 18 is the max. Yeah, no, Neo Transform 1. Yeah, that's yesterday, Neo. Like, it's not automatically updated, so we don't mind that too much. If they are... And it's not even me who's updating it, yeah? I don't even care about the command. So if there are any mods who update that, then the comment gets updated, otherwise just left there forever. Yeah, here if I try 9 HP and 12 HP, I mean 12 is just better anyway, because, you know, 9 you still need to spend 2 attacks or a clash. So just do this, and we can kill this before we get weakened, and maybe afterwards we can do open 6, and then when weakened we can still deal 9. That's freaking rude. Seriously though. I mean, Clash is working, but like, come on. It's this guy also rolled freaking 15. Imagine he rolled 14. Just imagine. But no, like, of course, the roll is insanely high HP, and they both attack, and they both attack to defense. Freaking wow. I mean, I still do this though. There's no lethal here, right? It's like only 20 damage, and then we can put 2 strike here, but it's just not. It's simply just not. No potion. Iron Wave, sure. Again, is a block card that does not get in the way with the clash, yeah? And, you know, with the rage, and it's also up against the absolute garbage. Also strong in hallways, which I think we're still going into. But the third hallway, yeah? Which from here, I either have to go to 5 hallways, or I have to go to the shop, which is not very pleasant. So I hope that we can do 5 hallways the moment I step into this node. Because honestly, I'm still dreaming of this part, you know, like the 3 elite part. Maybe you don't go to this because the second shop is also not very good. You go to the first shop here, and you give up on the only 5 and the act. Of course, you get like 4 elites if you can do the part, but I'm not even sure whether it's like so much stronger if you lose a node here and you also trade away an upgrade. Because the first upgrade is matter. The first upgrade matters more than. It's kind of like every single upgrade you make is a little bit worse than the previous one, you know. Assuming your deck doesn't change, of course your deck changes. Which is why, you know, Act 1 you upgrade your damage card, and then later on you upgrade like the actual strong things. So the upgrades later are still worth a lot. But like, assuming your deck doesn't change, then every upgrade you make is like worse than the last, yeah? The first upgrade is the strongest. So like, the value of this is pretty high. Yeah. Yeah, like Rage and Iron Wave like doing something. Plus doubters? Yeah, where are the doubters? Oh, seriously though, where are you? Yeah, yeah, honestly, you could have actually taken, if you really believe in the same goal, you can take same goal and go left, yeah? There is a 4-5 path in this act, so yes, if you want to do that, you can. Continue this way, got a potion is 50, and this potion mitigates against the Giga low roll advanced always if we have run into them. I hope that we don't need to use pot though. Because right now the elite fight is not very easy, yeah? Without potion help, without potion support. Oh, seriously, look, this red. That's good in hallway fights. This unfortunately is not killing, so I don't think there's any reason to play the Hebo. Does always kind of performs in Act 1? Yes, it does. And that is what people actually miss when they slander the card. Is that they don't even think it performs inside Act 1, you know, it's like, oh yeah, it's just negative. Because of Ascender's Pain. Yeah, guess what? Your fights last more than one cycle, and even in the first cycle, you still drawn to Ascender's Pain without the class fairly often. Of course, eventually it becomes garbage. I'm not going to argue that, you know, Clutch is not going to become better at some point. It will be better at some point, but like for Neo transform, especially from the transform, you didn't even pick it. It's fine. This choice is difficult because there's a battle trends which, you know, by the way, makes the clash worse. It makes the rage better, or you can take the blood for blood with the hemokinesis. The thing is that we only have one upgrade in the act, yeah. So if you take the blood for blood hemo, your boss damage is kind of sorted out, but at the same time, your whole way fight like here first of all gets worse, yeah, and then your blood for blood doesn't become green until here. And if your blood for blood becomes green, your hemo is not green. Fan of blood for blood? Yeah, me too. I mean, if you watch my very first sample Ironclad, you will see that our 100 runs there was probably like what 50 runs there play blood for blood as a main damage engine. Like, I'm not even kidding. Every run was just blood for blood and then into bloodletting waiting room, you know. You pick blood for blood, you pick like all the draw you can see, and then you wait for a bloodletting, and bloodletting shows up and you're broken. That was what, 2 years ago. And yeah, in this part I think trend is stronger, yeah. Still. It's blood for blood outperforming against the Sentry. So against the Nob it doesn't outperform, yeah. Against Lagavulin it performs, but against Lagavulin we have some class and the red, so maybe Lagavulin just fine. Even with just a trend. And yeah, against the Sentries, we do have explosive pot a little bit, and it's not even like trends is so, because blood for blood first cycle against Sentries also doesn't play unless you draw a turn 3, you know. And then in the redraw you have a 0 cost deal 18, which is good, but you have already taken like 20 damage plus. Left, we want to dodge elites now. $15. It's fine though. 11 and 11, so you kill 2, yeah. Unless you want to take 2 and then hit this guy, why would you do that? Yeah, no reason. Killing this blocks for just playing blocks 5, so again block 11. Actually no, this blocks also 3, so it blocks 7. Okay, fine. Yeah, the rage again. We are currently 4 HP and there are only 2 slime left, so I don't actually want to play the Hemo if I can help it. It looks like I don't have to. Would have killed this, I don't really care. Doesn't matter, we take 0 from here. Okay, fear pot, good. Yeah, 2 potions, 4 HP. And what happened? Yeah, we went into 5 hallway fights and we are full. Yeah, that's the Ironclad. That makes the clash worse, but I think we take it, yeah? Yeah, this definitely makes the clash slightly worse, but I have a feeling that we should probably take the card. I think. Okay, run into here, and then we force into this, but we do have enough gold to buy common relic or shop relic. And then, yeah, if we have a lot of gold and the upgrade is not so important, you can fight this still, otherwise you go here. Entries. Ooh, shockwave on turn 1. If you trance now, you can draw into like rage this turn. If we draw into clash, this turn it bricks. If you draw, but there's a Sightless Bane here, so probably should not care too much about the clash in this fight. And Shockwave doesn't need to be played either, you know. If we draw into something like Red Hemo or something, you can also just play that and use this potion. I think we should trends. Other trends in here, I've got shuffles out like 3 cards on turn 3. If we don't do anything, we only shuffle out 1 card, yeah. On purpose, it was a transform. It's literally a near bonder, so transform 1 into clash. And we have taken 5 whole wave fights and we are full HP, so how bad is it really? Yeah, Shockwave does not need to really be played here, you know, because the 3 vulnerable and everything actually is just wasted, yeah. It actually is just 2 energy, deal 3 vulnerable and 1 of the outer Sentry, because, you know, after we kill 1 of them, we just want to block a little bit and then the vulnerable runs out. And using that for 2 energy is probably not even good. Just trends. Yeah, like this, sometimes the clash can still land, usually not though. But yeah, like this, we probably don't even do the Shockwave, no? And we just do like what, Iron Wave, Hemo, could do Strike or Defend. But Explosive Pot, it probably just goes here, you know? Like this is by far the best fight for the Explosive Pot. Next fight is either Knob or Lagavulin, where the Fear Pot plays and we have Shockwave. So how much damage is this? These 2 are always play, so they are 20. 20, 30, this guy's on 9 HP. And yeah, sometimes we don't have 9 damage next turn, so I should probably play Strike and take 5 extra. Wait, should wait, Prime 7, 17 months, special lot. Oh yeah, full support. Here is the difference, just 1 full strike, so there's no reason to target this one, yeah, because we already like sometimes don't even kill this. Oh yeah, play the strike, take 5. This fight is maybe a worse fight, I don't know. But we do have Explosive Pot, so ooh. What is this though? Because suddenly this blocks 18, yeah? And then this is 11 wasted damage, and we know next time we have a strike. So I think the clash should go somewhere else, instead of going on the left. 18, we need to redraw Hemo here exact, but it's a clean threshold. If we hit here, it's a 20, and 20 is a 14. No, 14 is a clean number, right? Because the Hemo redraw as well. So we hit this guy. This one probably take 10. Yeah. Expected. But this guy's on 15, and man, now we can kill. Not quite. Well, this Shockwave I played, though. This Shockwave I played. Yeah, getting taxed, yeah. But not much I can do about that. It's just how... That's why I'm saying this fight is our worst fight. We can kill here, though. It's good. And block density in here is good, so I don't think there's any reason to trans at the moment. Is that true? Fencing right now gives me information, but any block right now, like for example Rage or all the defense and Iron Way, would be wasted. And we don't even have energy to play the strike on here, so why would I trans? Because we need to play Hemo either way, and Hemo bash is lethal. There's no reason to trans. I wouldn't. Yeah, and now we just kill. New potion, very good. 6 fights, 3 potion drop is the natural thing to happen. We have 40% potion chance again. Complete utter garbage, so we skip. And how much do we take? We enter with full HP, so we took 26. 26 plus the potion, yeah, that's slightly rough, but expected kind of, yeah, in a way. Because the Sentry's fight is not very good for us. Well, this shot is also like kind of hot garbage. Well, relics though, the cards are good. So Shrug is here, which makes the clash worse. Inflame is here, which, you know, damage scaling is good when we already turn down like the Blood for Blood. And there's that Shockwave. Anger is here, I don't think I want to play go for, but Anger is like okay. With the Rage and the Battle Trends, Anger not that bad. But honestly though, I will tell you what I want as a damage card. I want, you know, Blood for Blood. I know that I did not pick Blood for Blood over this, yeah, but now that I have Battle Trends, the Blood for Blood also becomes a lot stronger. The next buff for butt goes. The next buff for what comes, it can get into my deck. Like, it's good. I mean, the first buff for what is already good. It just goes up against the threat in this act path. The Shrug against Guardian makes the clash worse. We are facing either North or Lagavulin, but against the North we have, you know, Giga damage potions, and against the Lagavulin we have Shockwave set up, and the Shrug is not bad in that fight. So I'm pretty sure we just do this, and then we also do this, yeah. You can remove here, I don't think so. How much gold are we making? Is it 60, 90, 180? Yeah, like if I don't remove, we have Rare Threshold in Act 2 shop. Maybe there's still some P-box angle, I don't know. And removing right now doesn't even do so much, you know, as in, like, sure, you can remove strike, it also makes your clash worse and your attack density is low, and suddenly maybe North is a problem somehow. And remove defense, really weird. It's not even clear like whether removing improves this situation or not, yeah. And the gold threshold does matter. Maybe your deck entirely lose gain HP? Yeah, I have plenty of decks with like what 3 offerings. By the way, that's my deck. You have 3 offerings and you have like, you know, normal deck. And what happens is you play 3 offerings in like, every fight, and then you rest every fire. And then you're still insanely strong, but you need the HP from all the rest. Okay, we burn it. One chance 40%, willing to spend pots here. Max HP Lagavulin, this thing is huge. We can wake it up immediately. Without setting up the Inflame, and yeah, the Clash is being played, it's Permavon, there's decent block in here. I think we wait for the Shockwave Inflame though, because in the redraw there's also the Clash, yeah? Yeah, in the redraw we do a 2 strength, this guy is like kinda perma vulnerable, and we do have the Clash redraw, so it's not so bad even if we play 1 debuff, we still have damage. So this turn is just bash, end turn. I'm willing to spend a potion here, preferably the Fear Pot. Oh, not having Shockwave this turn, at least we draw the Inflame now. Okay, the trends always run the Shockwave, so at least you can open with like Shockwave Hemo. And yes, Hemo will be playing over the strike. I do not save this tool. Yeah, probably allowed to block. Also have Bronze Scale for some damage. One chance 40%. Did not draw the Clash, though I was actually hoping to draw the Clash. Defense strike is full block, but I think we take 4 and play the bash, yeah? Because I don't actually want to spend the Fear Pot here too much. Oh, that's an annoying draw. Oh, the block. I mean, I need to land the Clash. Still at 44 and have no strength, so this is at 22. No more rage and no more weaken now. Should have thought about it before, yeah, because opening the attack pot before could have gotten like maybe some pommel strike or something. But I guess the pommel strike could have bricked the Clash. Yeah, I don't actually want to take another hit and then point chance still 40%. We're not fighting this immediately, probably. We most likely are going here because we have spent gold in the shop as well. Yeah, it could have been Server Soul, but if it's Server Soul, I think we kill anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Or like, it could be this. It could be this as well, but yeah, I take the dropkick. And now we can just kill it. This is 20, this is 1 damage off, but this is lethal. So we don't need to play Hemo. Okay, all good. No potion, point chance 50. The flanks would be okay. We have like any kind of strength payoff. We don't. Yeah, I know I bought the struck on sale, and here's a struck for free, which I am probably not even taking though. How about this Sword Boomerang? Because we are going to upgrade Inflame, and our single target damage right now is just Hemo. Yeah, it's a bit potentially a little bit low. Our AoE damage would be pretty problematic, but it is kind of problematic in the first place. Like randomly the, I guess we have 3 strength, the boomer, so AoE card is not the worst thing I've ever seen, yeah. want another attack in this deck basically. I don't mind this too much. It's like 1 cost strength payoff, so it also makes the class like not too difficult to play still. It's fine. It's fine. And then we go here upgrade inflame. Because this shop is already empty, so again we just trade 1 upgrade for the thing. You can upgrade the Hemo first as well, but with the boomer being added, I think we upgrade inflame now, yeah. Inflame is upgraded, yes, but not in the way you expect. Yeah, that's our inflame upgrade, by the way. No reason to take this damage, right? So I just double strike as lethal because I have 3 strength and not 2 because just of course freaking area. It's fine. It's guaranteed 0 damage from here, yeah. Point change is now 60. The stupid card. You know the deal, yeah. The stupid card is here. Need to play Hemo first though, because if we do Reaper first, there's no lethal. So we lose 5 from the Reaper heal, but then we gain the 7 because it kills, which means positive. Extra? No, of course not even close yet. But because these relics don't actually do much, yeah, in early Act 2, so we are like, very reliant on Reaper to sustain, which is usually enough to be perfectly fair. But sometimes you walk into some terrible things in early Act 2 and then everything goes downhill. Now Shark is back. And maybe with the Reaper and the Giria now the clash is not so important anymore, so I can just take it. If we see the knob, we can still fear point. Yeah, it's not even the knob. Probably should because I draw the second shock here, I probably should just give up on the clash idea, right? Even though we can energy port. And the potion chance is decent, no? Potion chance right now is 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 50%. So I can steal shock again, then we can just energy port this turn, but honestly waiting for energy port is better, yeah? Because you know Reaper can be played, the shockwave can be played, Battle Train still freaking here, and then this turn is already not too bad. If I just do 2 strike and just ignore the clash. Fine. And yeah, I'm willing to energy port this turn. Yeah, like this, it's not too bad. You can also just not energy port at all. Like you play one Reaper defend and take 15. Because energy port, what does it do? It plays 1 defend and 1 strike. So 5 damage, it goes to... Yeah, still not even good. To energy port this turn, like, this converts into not much. So I just take 15, you know, it's fine. Trends being drawn here, huh? It's a bit weird. Shockwave boomer or what? Shockwave strike doesn't kill and vulnerable lands on all 3, so whichever the boomer hit is fine. And we take 7, I don't really mind too much. And then next turn, yeah, Inflame Iron Wave kill this, and then we can trance without playing Hemo. Again, play Hemo here is going to kill, so take 2 more, and then we win. Maybe Iron Wave is actually true. Yeah, we can kill 2. It's 12 damage, perfect, and then this kill this. Trance right now to not draw this 3 days, but then shuffle out the trance itself. And we cannot play real cards, probably not. Class is trying its best. Yeah, we should not take damage from here. Yeah. 2 turns to kill this from. Oh, until I draw that hand. Okay. Yeah, could have gotten attacks. Only now we draw a freaking attack, right? That's not Hemo. Okay, good. Wing Boots says no elite here. Disarm. Second boomer with the lift is also fine. I don't mind a disarm at all, though. Is our attack density too low for like slavers or leader? It could be. I mean, you can see how long we take to kill the final sentry, but for the most part, you can just block early Act 2 fight, you know, a little bit. with the double shock with the disarm I'm taking, and then we have the shockwave for a little bit. Rage in here, Iron Wave is in here. We can just block whole wave fights in early Act 2 and then maybe add other damage cards instead. Because the elite doesn't come on the first floor, you know, you have like 5 or 6 floors to prepare the first elite even if it's forced. And sometimes it's not even slaver. Sometimes slaver you also have potions. Also we have wing boots. So if we cannot fight the elites, you can just jump away. I don't want to jump away though, but we can. Second fear pot over energy, probably not, with the 2 trends and the shockwave and the yeah, well, two shock shockwave and the trend. I think energy pot is very good, and we already have a fear pot and a shockwave. This guy again. Was hoping to draw like maybe the rage or the shockwave, but sure. Can we do better with the Reaper later? We do have disarm here, but I have drawn both structure. You can like struck Reaper here if you want. You can also like what Iron Wave Reaper. You can bash Iron Wave. You can also just bash struck. There are many things you can do here. I think we play Reaper immediately, to be honest. Like, later on it could be vulnerable and they could be inflamed, but honestly probably not. Okay. Hopefully it dies this turn. I really don't want to play that though, but this is only 10 damage, so it's not dead. And then if I try to block, this is 8, and then I take 3, so I should play Hebo. Whatever. The Flame Barrier, we add with more block to this deck, and then there's no damage. You can add a Reckless Charge to make the clash bad. But yeah, Flame Barrier with the bronze skills, we have Ultra Burst counter. And the Bull Stabbing also runs into like the Disarm and the Gigatons. Yeah, our Slave was fight get worse by the way. But this deck is already very prepared to take like Corruption or something if we see it, especially if we take this. Try plus defense with 10 block. Yeah, the rage blocks 5, right? Yes. Oh, the rage definitely blocks 5. Thank you. Yeah, Flame Barrier maybe it's okay. You can take. Honestly, I wanted something like Heavy Blade here would be nice, or Twin Strike. Another attack that scales with strength would be the best, but this is not very. Not exactly the best strength payoff like I've ever seen, you know. Lifting? Is there any reason not to lift? No. If our attack density is low, might as well make the strike hit hard, you know. Oh god. Yeah, a bit better. But yeah, I don't spend 1 energy on the struck, yeah, because with the. Basically, if you struck into trends and you see 4 cards, but you only have 2 energy to play, and then the Inflame wants to be played as well, so just start the turn with the trends, and then you have 2 energy to play with 3 cards, which we do have. Hopefully, you can freaking split though, because the attack density is like really low. Yeah, we can. Good for us. Because the lift. And now the Guardian is disarmed, so probably doesn't really do much. Shark is full block. They want to redraw Rage or not? I don't mind, to be honest. Well, the Guardian is about to find out what is up. This is 7 tons, so you take 28 damage. Or you can also just play Reaper, but we'll see. Yeah, like just playing Reaper here into a defense, for example, to exhaust the Reaper is like fine. And our damage output is okay too. We don't really need this damage, even though it looks cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we just play this now, yeah? Okay, so the Guardian doesn't actually know what's up because we did not play the Boomer, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. 13, that's too much damage, so we wait a little bit. Shocking here, guarantee a defend. If we're shocking to defend, the next turn could be a little bit annoying, but let's not. Yeah, block density is very good for the Guardian, so I sure hope there's no problem there ever. Which there's not. Now the Guardian knows what's up. Yes, throw this. Yeah, 28. Wait, class is actually playable with the thread. That's crazy. Second Reaper is nice and all, but I kind of think this Feed Fire is, you know, really strong. Number one, and number two is maybe it's needed. Even though Second Reaper with like the Giria and such is like super cool, yeah. You probably take the Feed Fire, no? Feed Fire with strength also like very strong, and then we have the Battle Trance, we have the Shrug It Off, like Snecko, for example, could show up right now and suddenly Feed Fire makes it good. Okay, to be fair, Snecko with the Second Reaper is also good. Entropic Brew. If we take the Fiend Fire, then Energy Pot is less important, yeah, slightly, because sometimes you only have 3 base energy and then you can Shockwave into Fiend Fire on the same hand. That is reducing Fiend Fire damage a little bit as well, because you lose 1 card though. So you gain damage and then you also lose a bit. Which is not even that positive, to be fair. Fear Pot I think is more important, because right now, you know, our vulnerable... First of all, we have 2 sources only, so you can just bottom deck, yeah. And secondly, they cost 2 energy. And vulnerable in any dangerous fight you actually need to play. So that's effectively just an energy pot. Kind of. I mean, of course, this is better than just vulnerable. It has weakness, and the other thing has damage. But functionally, this fear pot is not too different from the energy pot, but it doesn't rely on the draw order. So I think we keep the fear pot. Oh, yeah, take Fiend Fire. P-Box. You can also take Fusion Hammer. It's kind of free in a way, because you have the Giria still. So you have on fire to recall, 1 fire to live, and you can jump away from fires. Or you can take the box. What's the problem with the box? Our deck is very energy intensive. Honestly, I checked the other day, by the way, yeah, and my last loss with P-Box on Ironclad was December 2022. So that was quite a while ago, you know, like... apparently Ironclad P-Box is just completely invincible. So should I click it here? Because it certainly doesn't seem good, you know, this P-Box, and the Fusion Hammer is basically kind of free. Yeah, exactly. Like, because I haven't lost in so long in the P-Box, surely it must be the best choice, right? Yes. The last time the P-Box lost, not too far ago. It was the 25th run of the rotating streak. Joker swap into NFI on P-Box, and the P-Box was not even bad, yeah, but the run was like pretty garbage and a lot of bad things happened, so I didn't get bailed out. Like, even the P-Box could not win with the run. But yeah, let's just take Hammer. It's comfy as hell. Very comfy Hammer with the Giria as well. The champ, we have 5 strength. 5 strength against the champ, not always enough, but you know, with the Giria, even something like Limit Break could be nice immediately. Yeah. Where are the elites? Wait, what? Where are the elites? Yeah. Wait, there's no elite in this Ico one. To be perfectly fair though, like how good are we against elites? Both starting should be no problem, yeah? The leader I can see being slightly weak. Slavers with potions should be fine, and we still have Reaper to triple heal. Leader I guess you can also triple heal. I guess regardless we do shop here first or what? Is that even reasonable? Wait, this map is so annoying because first of all there's not many elites, and then secondly the fires are also in like weird places. So I guess we do spend some wing boot charges here, but I don't even gain so much value out of them. Yeah, that's just annoying. I guess I can see something like this though. We do 1, 2, 3 into here, the shop, and then here we do this elite, yeah? And then we jump to like maybe here or something. Instead of going to second shop, you jump here and then do second elite and then do third elite. And then you can do fire here, like leaf, and then maybe here if you need to rest, you rest, otherwise you can recall. For at least with 2 wing boots, yeah. Basically you only get 1 elite with 1 jump though. That's like kind of annoying because sometimes you can get more. Also, I mean, I'm not even sure how good we are in the elite fights yet, yeah? So we'll have to see. The birds, yes. I mean, these guys are going to know like what's up, I think, I hope. Don't need to play Inflame in this fight, right? So we just do Iron Wave Fiend Fire, yeah? Yeah, you can also take 1 damage and play the Inflame by doing the Inflame Rage Fiend Fire, but why? So I like P-Box Hammer Crown. Oh yeah, 4 energy also make the class stronger. Yes, very important. Did I just say that I want something like a heavy blade? By the way. And apparently this relic is just free, yeah? Because the chance to get an upgraded card in Act 2 is 12.5% out of 8. So that screen was 1 out of 512, which is a 0.2%. You see 3 upgraded cards on the same screen in Act 2 without an egg. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. Honestly, they don't all need to be green because it only matters the card I pick is green, yeah? But you know, they're all green. Basically, if the flex was minus and the twin strike was minus, I don't really care. As long as heavy blade is green, I'm happy. But they're all green, so it's fine. 3 max HP? I mean, I hope because we have Reaper. But it's still very painful, by the way. And we do have the Reaper. Unfortunately, we have fought the easiest hallway fight. Hallway fight that also has 3 targets, so healing here is not super easy to do, yeah? If I go to the shop right now, we don't have Relic Threshold, we can still buy any uncommon. If you go this way, then there's still not enough gold, and also I need to jump to get to this elite, so let's just go to the shop. Yeah. For the night to know to set up the class, yeah, so perfect. How is this like Havoc? If we take the Frozen Eye, I think it's positive, but it's not good enough for me to buy it, yeah? Like for free, maybe. You can also buy Hand of Greed. You generally can also just buy the Hand of Greed here. And then remove or something, but cannot afford the Hand of Greed plus the Frozen Eye. Also, yeah, I guess this deck stalling in Act 3 is not super easy to do. I mean, it's okay, but it's not so easy to stall Act 3 hallway fights at defect, yeah? To just get gold. I just take Frozen Eye, that's way too cheap. Now what? Evolve with the Clash is not exactly the best combo, into the Champ fight is also completely worthless. Can just remove strike, because we are not picking bites from here, not picking P strike at all. We'll be picking like what second wind and such. It does lower the attack density with it, just add a heavy blade plus. And also attack like dramatic entrance if you say that we are having problem with the leader, which by the way is probably true. How dumb is it to actually just buy the dramatic entrance? It's half green. It's not quite green, but it's half green. And it's not even like Slaver is so easy to do, you know. On sale, yeah, I don't even know whether I picked this for free or not, by the way. And unlike the rush down and the last Watcher run, this thing doesn't even have guaranteed payoff. The thing is performing when you get to like what, floor 50 or something, yeah? Otherwise you're just coping it does like anything positive. I mean it can do something sometimes, but if this card does anything inside Act 2, yeah, like I guess you can do it against Chosen if you top deck. But if it does anything against Slavers, the book stabbing your fights has already gone for too long. So preferably it doesn't do anything. And of course you also need to draw into it and then spend energy on it. Hello Byron? But yeah, Dramatic Entrance, how is it? I think it's okay. We do lose one draw for the end game, yeah? At the end game we do have 87 max and the Reaper healing a little bit. And a lot of relics, maybe, and 3 net strength. And the Frozen Eye for Act 4 at least as well. I was a rage pretty decent. Saved a lot of HP in Act 1. We ended Act 1 with like actually full HP though, because the Reaper is stupid, so I don't even know. Was it necessary or not? Because it saved a lot of chip. But at the end of the day, like, all the chip did not matter at all in Act 1. So like, how good is this really? Nobody knows. But yeah, honestly, I don't think I mind the entrance too much, to be honest. Well, okay, our HP is very low, but... okay, it's not new reason at least, yeah, but like... Because a new reason, we suddenly have new reason Reaper, but like, what the Necro, man? Yes, never Necro. Actually, just never Necro. It's good though. This ingredient is good with the Fusion Hammer. Let's not you know, let's just not pretend that this is bad. This is actually very good. It's just not the book I want. Where is Necro? By the way, we are on 37 HP after 2 question mark, yeah? We have not actually lost any HP yet in the fight. In fact, I leave this fight with full HP and then 2 floors later I'm like missing 50. How does this happen? And suddenly, do I need to be scared about this or no? But hopefully not. I mean, I have wing boots though, so as long as I don't die from 37, we are always still safe, yeah. Yeah, it's good, I said. Where's Reaper? A bit late. Can still get Reaper on 2 targets though. It's not just clear though. It's like we do like boom, boom and then boom, 6. Turn's also clear. Yeah, it's actually on turn 4. Huh? We cannot create Reaper on turn 3. So block 17. We need to kill this guy either way. A Reaper is just not going to work. So let's just nuke him. Die. The other guy we can leave alone maybe. Not that much energy though. And I don't want to get dropped, yeah. So this guy is currently on like 26. And next time if he attacks, then it's fine for us because we just full block with the disarm struck red strike or something. So it's fine. But if he shields and he gets 6 block and vulnerable runs out. Which means 26 and then 32. 32 Reaper is 6 only, so with this is 9, 9 plus another 10, 19. So we do need to play a strike at some point, but if it attacks next turn, I would like to be able to play this strike, so we play the strike next turn, yeah, not this turn. The end turn. Okay, it doesn't attack. We do need to play the strike here though, and then we have this would be 10, and this would be 9, 19. That's 1 damage off. Ah, miscounted. Yeah, that's actually 1 damage off. Like bash into Reaper is 19 damage, it's not quite 20. I mean, of course you can just do strike, Reaper strike, but that heals less, yeah. But well, there's not much to do then. Wait, actually, no. I don't even have the Reaper strike. Ah, okay. Oh, that's even doubly bad. And there's no like Fiend Fire line here. It's actually no healing, huh? Unless I let myself get dropped, but then we enter this with 37. Is that okay? After this, I guess you can jump here. No, never clucking when elite is here, yeah? And slaver is actually dangerous. Yeah, there's no line here, right? This is 10 and this is 9, yeah, 19. It's just barely off. And we cannot even draw into the curse for 5 breathing to do anything either. That's quite sad. Metal Train's 1 card off as well from this truck. Everything sucks. So we are trading 40 gold for what? 9 HP. 40 gold for 9 HP, huh? Reaper, yeah, of course. Blast Strike is lethal and it goes away, but I want to Reaper. We cannot even Reaper Strike to kill, yeah? And Strike Reaper doesn't kill either when Vulnerable is not here. So I need to strike into this strike right now and play it. 37, and then I go to 46. How much gold do I make from the act? Like, I get the right, the right thief stole at 20, so we got 20 back. And this guy is 15, so it's at 35, 65. You can go this way. It's at 80, 110, 140, 155, 170, 250. That's still enough gold. I think we are getting dropped, yeah? I think we're actually just getting dropped here. Because I won my 9 HP. Yeah, I won my 9 HP. On. By the way, look at this. I'm even picking this for free. Just checking. Instead of paying gold for this, yeah, this is here, upgraded for free. And am I picking it or not? From 46, I guess I can. Because I did get my HP back, yeah? I think I can, because it also opens the power through pick immediately, you know, with the Fiend Fire and such. Sure. You can also take this, but unupgraded armor, even with the hammer, not good. Okay, I need slavers. Where's my shockwave? Very late. Fiend Fire is exact bottom card. Well, that's not very good. Fear No Pain can do something. We are not being weakened on turn 1 though, so at least there's that. I can spend all my energy on block, and the next turn I have Clash. Which, by the way, it actually sounds very good, so let's do that. yeah, if I struck first and then Metal Change, I run till here. And then my next turn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can play Disarm and then Clash lands. Disarm, Reaper, Clash. Emo. Very good turn. So do I need Fear Pot to even kill this? This turn we are dealing what, only 10, and this takes Terraton is 35 HP, yeah? And we play double shock, double defense. And next turn I have, this is another 6. And this is 16, that's 22. So Hemo also needs to go there, but then we still preserve Fear Pot if we want to. I can also just Fear Pot. So this is turn 2 and turn 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which I guess is okay. You can like, evolve into Rage Heavy Blade Strike. I guess then you can save Fear Pot and Fear Pot this guy on turn 3 if needed. Okay, sure. But yeah, we are allowed to simply just block and not Fear Pot this guy. Hello, this Clash. Going in. Then we can disarm here, but we are not weakened next turn either. So this next turn this guy is just dead, which means we should disarm middle. Yeah, look at the Clash. Unless you tell me we kill this guy instead to block 4. And then we are vulnerable, but do I care about vulnerable? Kind of. Because we cannot play evolve next turn. Unless I only block 6. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, like Rage, I kill this, and then we have the evolve in play. So now we leave the fight with 49. Yeah, nice evolve by the way, Soul Slipper there. Yeah, look at this, like solving. Yeah, totally solve it. The white beast, yeah, sure. Upgraded. So now we have scaling ideas, yeah? It's slow, it's still very slow, but we have some ideas here. With the burning pack. A wet potion over fear. I mean, with the white beast, we just use either way. I guess a wet pot slightly stronger. I want to see a potion belt some way here. It would be nice. Of course, we jump now, yeah, because this shot is worthless, and I want to fight more elites. The snake plant. This enemy is not very pleasant. We do have the rage plus though, so can do that. Yeah, it's not so bad. This draws into Fiend Fire now, which is slightly annoying. I guess I could have. Yeah. I should have played Dark Embrace like one card later, where I don't want Fiend Fire to be drawn now. But I guess it's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. I don't need to play Fiend Fire here, you know. If I'm playing Fiend Fire here, means I don't really get to heal from the Reaper, which I don't actually want. Unfortunately, Shrapnel Flame Barrier is killing it because the Taunt is a bit too strong. So I should just do double shock into Reaper and take a little bit more damage, but then I get to heal. Yeah, this is way too strong. It's a 3 HP and the Reaper heals 3. So this is just better. Taking 2 and heal 9. Got the green card every reward? Yes. Yes. I mean, if upgraded cards just come with Fusion Hammer, just completely free. You know? Look at what we pick in this act. Upgraded, 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 and upgraded. Very cool. I like upgraded cards for free, you know. They're pretty nice. No flame barrier here. Next time we can clash. I guess I can also just not play the shrug. If we don't play the shrug, then next time there's no clash though. Probably should just shrug, yes. Like shrug shockwave. Yeah, should just shrug. Can play this 21 over what? This is so 60 damage for 2 HP. And we have like this turn, like this arm is still weakened, and this turn there's some. Turn is like 18 is not so easy, yeah. We block for only what 11. I guess you can speed port this turn for 5. And then on turn 4, hopefully it dies to the heavy blade. It's a lot of strength, 7 strength heavy blade with no vulnerable though. It's fine. Honestly, I could just count damage immediately, but I don't want to. I don't want to count damage. I just assume that it's freaking dead. You know. And also, it's only 16. But yeah, Heavy Blade Reaper, can I do that instead? Let's count that at least. Heavy Blade is 4 strength. If I play Heavy Blade Reaper, I cannot inflate, yeah? So Heavy Blade is 4 strength, which is 34, and this is 8, so... I mean, looks dead to me. Especially when, you know, the Rage Juggernaut thing is also going. Yeah, oh good. Oh, I forgot to use potion for 5, oh cool. It's fine, this 5 HP probably doesn't matter. Yeah, this 5 HP just does not matter. Yeah, we heal like crazy already. What? Unupgraded? Huh? Wait, what? I didn't know that unupgraded cards can show up, yeah, but apparently they can. Yeah, where the hell are the greed cards? Okay, how is this Havoc? It is Havoc Frozen Eye, and we do have some ideas with exhausting with the Burning Pack for potentially looping something. We can loop like even just drawing the heavy blade more often. It's already quite strong, but we don't need to play heavy blade that many times to be honest. With innate 3 strength, then we have another 5 in here. We have 8 strength with maybe vulnerable heavy blade, soul boomerang. The enemy doesn't have that much HP, you know. Still usually is kind of good on the Havoc because we don't have like even we don't have a lot of zero cost in the deck as well, you know. So as long as the Havoc can play a card, it is like neutral. At least. And sometimes it gets you some energy. But I don't want to randomly... I don't want to play this. I don't want to... Usually I don't want to play this. Playing this is good. Playing this is a little bit weird sometimes with Havoc if it's early. Maybe not, right? Havoc minus. Yeah, also no green. Yeah, no green, no deal, no? No green, no deal. Open Entropic Brood now. Yeah, 1 floor before Potion Bell. Very cool. And we don't need to... We don't really need to use a sustain at the moment, yeah? We are just extremely healthy. So we can hold out because, yes, the chance to see Potion Bell is not even so low in the run. We have seen like, what, 3 common relics already shop. You can still definitely buy if it shows up. Maybe I don't even use potion deck, I'm still fine. Wait, what? Yeah, of course that's extremely good. That's like the one of the best possible things to see. Yeah, it's actually just that easy, guys. It's just that easy. Do I jump to elite now because we are like super omega safe? So it's again 1 jump, 1 elite. We use all the jumps here though. I do have free pathing in Act 3. What is it? It's actually 2 jump for 1 elite. It cannot be good, right? What am I even talking about? We fight this and jump here if anything. Wait, what? Okay, I mean, I'm happy about this, but I'm a little bit annoyed about this. Okay, buying fruit juice is probably not the wisest thing you can do. But the headbutt though, I think I would buy. I know, it's a common card, we can usually see it again, but I want the headbutt in my deck like now. Hey, 40 go! Yeah, okay, fine. Do not get dropped, guys. Like, simply do not get dropped. Please don't get dropped. Getting dropped is bad. Because otherwise you could have just bought the offering. And the HP right now doesn't matter at all, you know. We are overhealing like a billion HP here and suddenly I don't have an offering. Okay, what? Okay, fine, I still buy the headbutt though. We could remove something here. Like the clash. Or we can just move on. I think moving on is fine. Moving on is fine. Three energy, is it killing? This is 25, 40. Yes. Oh, that's quite sick that we can kill this on turn 1 still. Brutality, we don't play it, there's still no way to clash next turn. I mean, there actually is though. Because I have this 5, yeah, and I burning 5 away the defense. 3 energy left, and we draw until here. Actually, no, I cannot. This is 4 energy cost. Okay, so clash never really play next turn. Ah, let's play brutality then. If I do not play the thing next time I draw until here, and turn afterwards I do have the Shockwave Reaper thing. It's probably fine, I will just keep blocking. Instead of playing the pack. Also we have like a lot of sustain here unopened. No need to, you know, be too worried yet. Shockwave Reaper is how big? We are weakened again, but this guy takes for damage from taunts, and the Reaper is 11, 11 is 12. Oh, that is perfect lethal. I mean, it's perfect lethal, I have to do it. And whatever we hit on top doesn't matter, right? We cannot play it, and I don't want to play it either way. You can put Clash for fun. Yeah, and now we trans into Shockwave Reaper. Take a bit more damage and then this guy dies. We do not need to take the 2, yeah? Because if we wait 1 turn, Brutality only costs 1 and then the Feed 5 will kill. So let's not play the Hemo. That is very good. Upgraded? Yeah, probably not. Exhume is fine. No? Exhume Disarm, Exhume Shockwave, Exhume Feed Fire, Exhume Dramatic Entrance at worst. It's fine. And can use one jump to go here. If you go here, then you don't get to recall in this act. But we don't really care, right? Use the one jump to get one elite now, yeah, probably. Quality again, that's fine. Colorless pot now. Why? Is there a reason? Is it Brutality? And then let's just say, okay, this will be play, I know. Let's say we do like what, Struck, Inflame, and then Trance. We draw until here. And then I have Bash into Entrance to kill 1. And then the next turn we have 6 here. I can... If she attacks, we can still... Yeah, we can even play Clash next turn. That seems fine. Then we have Reaper. Yeah, seems just fine to do this. I don't need the potion yet. Actually, you can strike here and then entrance and then boomerang instead of bash. Honestly, it sounds good. This is 12, right? Yeah. If it hits here 2 times, it dies. If it hits 1 time, it's on 1 HP. If it hits all the leader, well, whatever. Don't care. Yeah, okay, good. See, boomerang is like the best AoE. Yeah? Do I pack or not? If I pack, I draw into... I mean, this will be played. I pack the strike, play Disarm, and then play Defend Clash. And next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If she attacks, we can still just Reaper. If she doesn't attack, then we can Reaper, then Exhume Entrance, and the minions are all dead. If she attacks, then we can still Reaper, Flame Barrier, and she is Disarm. Yeah, sure. I can play Hemo here, but why? Flashing. Yeah, she doesn't attack, so we can simply just Reaper, Exhume Entrance. And Entrance 12 damage, so they're all dead. It's actually 15 because we play another thing as well. Yes, sure. Next time we draw until here, so exactly not the headbutt, but if she attacks, we don't take a lot of damage and then she dies. I don't care about Evo, right? So we just play Strike. Okay, she doesn't even attack this turn, then should be okay. Leader actually just never attacks, huh? Not that I have a massive problem with that, but she actually just never attacks. This is unupgraded and no green, no deal. Corruption, yeah, pretty good with this deck, I would imagine, I think. Holy. Next turn draw until here and then the Burning Pact is set. And we don't even spend energy, so I guess we don't even trans next turn, huh? Is there a reason to play Reaper now? There's also not a reason to not play Reaper now, though, so let's just play Reaper. Take 1, and then win the fight now. Probably. Corruption Clash, yes. Bloodletting, well, would be nice if we are on P box, but we are not. Is it still nice or not? We have 4 base energy, but the deck does have like what, 2 struck and the trends and the burning pack plus. That's about it though. I don't really think so, right? If anything, maybe second headbutt, and honestly I don't mind second headbutt too much in this deck at all. We have a lot of HP in deck 4 as well. I just take the second headbutt. Yeah. Weak pot over this maybe, but probably not. Question mark is faster. Oh, that was very fast. I hope we are actually fine against the champ, yeah? We do have 8 strength with vulnerable but not perma weak. And the Fiendfly is not green, but there's a heavy blade and 2 headbutts, so it should be fine. Let's play the shockwave now. Can even exhume shockwave? Yeah, sure. Clash is here. I think we pack away the Clash though. Sorry to the Clash fans. But it's gone. Exhaust this. Already full HP. Not full HP, full blocking. Next turn we can exhume shockwave or exhume this arm. If we exhume shockwave, then we can still play heavy blade after with the rage. Otherwise we trance next turn, but that reach no way either. So yes, not, yeah. Another go. Exhume shockwave is better than exhume this arm, right? I think. Because the bash is minus and we have no other vulnerable source yet, so it's actually pretty difficult to keep the vulnerable up. You can also just not play heavy blade and play like boomer headbutt instead to block 3 more this turn, which I don't really mind too much, you know. In fact, we can even headbutt the bash to keep this vulnerable actually for the whole fight. Yeah? You can also headbutt the pack, and I don't mind just doing the bash. Hemo draw next turn. We should do like this. Probably can get struck on top now. We're not frail. Oh, it's buffing now, which is annoying, huh? Because I was maybe thinking that we could split it next turn sometimes, but like this, probably not. You can just Reaper. Next time we have like pack into trance. Yeah, sure. Put Fiendfire now. It's probably not a good idea, even though it's like quite a lot of damage. 140 something. Is it not a good idea? Like, I just Fiendfire this whole hand, and next turn we have draw 5, so I have like heavy blade, boomerang, hemokinesis, yeah? And it's vulnerable, have 8 strength, not weakened. So how much damage is this even? 22. I guess I can even headbutt the trance before because it's slightly more damage anyway when it's full block regardless. So headbutt the trance, and then we trance until here. And then I have this, and strength is 8, so this is what? 56? 56 is 80 something? Yeah, it's like super dead, no? Okay, I don't want to calculate, yeah? If I die, I die. I'm pretty sure I don't die. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't die. Yeah, like... Come on. Exactly totally calculated. Liebenberg is here and it's very, very good. We have an Exhume, we have the Giria Init 3 strength, we have 2 in Flames, and we have Reaper and we have Heavy Blade. This is just very, very, very good. Gambler's Brew Premium Potion. Could have used this to maybe roll a Hand of Greed, but yeah, Gambler's Brew with the Frozen Eye, with the Liquid Memories. The Choker, huh? Honestly, kind of free Choker unless we see like corruption from the ingredient. Otherwise, you can make the relic bar longer in some way. And this deck does use 5 energy, yeah? This deck does definitely use 5 energy, and it also doesn't really need to play more than 6 cards per turn. Because simply because our attacks are very high impact. With 3 in strength, 2 in flames, and a limit break, yeah, our attacks are extremely high impact. It does make the potion a little bit worse though, because of course liquid memories already play on extra card, and ingredient plays on 0 cost on turn 1. So turn 1 we have dramatic entrance and ingredient, yeah? Which means you have 4 cards left with 5 energy to play. Can anything go wrong if I take something like Black Star? Because I think Black Star is stronger than Bell. Actually, yes. I mean, not really, but in Act 3, not really, but in Act 4 is ever a problem. If we take the Black Star, maybe like plus 3 relics or something with them wing boots, plus 4 relics if we are lucky. There's no problem, right? The Joker is actually just kind of free though, upside maybe 1 turn. And the 1 turn doesn't even matter that much. It's actually just free energy. Okay, whatever, just take free energy, yeah? Because if we see corruption from ingredient, that's also still already the good case, so who cares? We already no, we have not recall yet, but we most definitely do not need to rest. So where are we going? 1 jump only, yeah, only plus 1 rare elite, and we do have a fire inside the act regardless. So I guess last fire is wasted unless we see some extra stuff. Well, either way, it doesn't matter, right? We don't care about going to the shop in this act, I think. So just start here. Let's probably do 2 question marks first. We'll re-evaluate whether question marks are still good, and then we continue. If question marks are good, we go here. If question marks are not good, we go here and find this elite number 1, elite number 2, elite number 3, jump here, elite number 4. Cool. Oh yeah, sometimes the power we don't even want to play, like the Berserk. Exhume is here, so I can even Reaper next turn if we need it. Can I kill this next turn? 5 energy is here, and then flame, attack and then defend, no? Yeah, we're just blocking on turn 2 and then headbutt on turn 3 and then limit break Reaper probably. So yeah, no need to play Berserk, yeah? Next one will hurt a bit. Maybe a lot. Okay, it's not that bad. I have definitely seen worse. Oh yeah, we do just have the headbutt next turn, so there's no need to do anything like stupid here. The double block, which is slightly annoying, it's fine. Yeah, Reaper is 20. And we are full and this guy's dead. You see, like, we do spend 5 energy, eh? Like 5 energy does get spent, except maybe on turn 1. Because on turn 1 we have the ingredient and the dramatic entrance, so it's not so easy to spend 5 energy, but afterwards we do. These cards are not green, and no green, no deal. Accidental Steal, you're not interested. Oh, that is how much damage? Dramatic entrance plus 3, plus 6, plus 9. Plus 12, 15, 18, a billion. That's a lot of damage. Which do we need the damage though is the next question. It is a lot of damage when we really need this damage. How bad can damage be, right? How bad can damage be? Come on. Remove a card. We're on 5 energy now though, so is class so bad? It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Because with the Exhume also is like awkward, yeah. Sometimes. That I don't really want to play the Exhume. And I don't actually want to spend my energy to play defense either, and then play Clash after. Maybe we have strength, we just play attacks. Okay, goodbye. We have no information whatsoever about the question mark. We have seen the chest and, you know, non-active event. So question marks are faster? Yes. Relic would be nice. Oh, relic. If I want something, just ask for it, yeah, and it shows up. That would be better before we see the chest, but you know, it's fine. We still get the chest here. No, seriously though, I want a potion bell. I ask for potion bell and it shows up. I want a relic. Yeah, relic shows up. Easy. We still have no information, by the way, about the question mark. We have seen nothing. We have still got the 3 question marks and we haven't seen a single real event Act 3. This is yeah, a chest, remove shrine, and the wheel. We have seen nothing. If you go here, you get a chance to see another chest for Matryoshka to prop. Well, that sounds like a brilliant plan. Okay, fine. Of course, the first real event of Act 3 is always madness, yeah? As we know. Yes, always madness. It's fine. We never take this, and of course we don't take this. We take this. Small. We skip a bunch of flaws, and here's a Retromancer. Hopefully it's okay. We do have the ashes though. We do indeed have the ashes. Fans now, no Reaper next turn, but I don't want to play Reaper regardless. Do I not want to play Reaper? Because if I Reaper now, we can still exhume it and it actually kills the daggers. I guess its daggers dead either way, huh? Because Brutality probably wants to be played. And then we can headbutt. Like, what do I headbutt next turn? Because I headbutt a trance right now, probably. And then we have, if I don't have Brutality, we run until here, and then the trance until here is 1 cast from 1 shockwave. That seems terrible. Okay, fine. Choked. Ow. That's fine. And yeah, the ashes, yeah, let's play this fight. How bad is it? Next turn will hurt unless she dies. This one also hurts, but we have Reaper full heal next turn already, so it doesn't really matter. Reaper is full heal, right? We have 5 strength. We are going to be weakened, no? But 5 strength are still vulnerable, so it's like 9 damage. 9 damage is 10, 10 is actually 13. 13 with this, 16 with the taunts, yeah, they're dead. So we can simply just headbutt on her. And then play Struck or Evolve, but we know that Reaper is healing, it's 10, it's 30 HP here already, 32, we are missing HP. The Evolve does play though, because we do have 3 wounds in the redraw. At the same time, she kind of dies at this turn maybe. So let's just block. So actually it's only on the retro though, I don't think it bugs with the daggers only. I think the daggers will be just fine. So we take like what, full 24? Guess it will play Feed Fire over the Heavy Blade. Oh yeah, Ashes, how bad is it? Okay, you know. Next turn Exhume Reaper. If we add a War Reaper is how much we are still weakened. Reaper 16, 16 is 20, 20 weaken 15. Don't need the energy, right? So I play Strike. We'll draw Lethal more for next turn. They don't want to get hit. Akabeko, yeah, sure. Reaper, Feed Fire, Boomerang, Dramatic Entrance. upgraded. And honestly, the weak chain we don't have yet, yeah. And we have in the Exhume as well. It's like a mini shockwave. It's a worse shock. It's a way worse shockwave, but you know, maybe worse shockwave is still doing something. Counter spot over 1 liquid memories. I can see. Yeah, sure. Recall now and then open rest later. Sure. And sometimes we see like what shovel, whatever, peace pipe. Wow, amazing 5 minutes turn. Yeah, look at this. Why did I do that, by the way? Because now they are just dead. And I don't get my Reaper. Can somebody explain why I actually did that? I mean, I just wanted to play cards, you know, but before I do it, they are dead. And also, I'm still not using potion. Yeah, it's like, look at this, only top the white beast. What did it heal? You have 0 because you just don't need this healing, but all these potions are good. I mean, there's no saving them, and taking this 3 doesn't make any sense either. It's not healing effect, so like die. You can leave this guy alive to maybe heal 1 sometimes. We need to not draw a single days before the. Oh yeah, I need attacks. Okay, if it attacks, then it's done for. Well, what can you do? Complete garbage unless you want to strike somehow. I don't. Yeah, which doesn't matter because we go here into here anyway. Auto lightning on shockwave could be quite strong. On limit break would be fun. Don't know how strong it would be, but it would be fun to bottle limit break. Probably not very good, but I don't know. It prevents the case that you bottom deck to limit break, but in the important fight you have like counter spot also and 2 in flames. How bad is it to bottom deck limit break anyway? Oh yeah, the offering bottle, yes. Somehow we are not full HP in this fight. I cannot tell you why. And this fight is not so easy, you know. If we bottom deck our vulnerable, which is by the way here. This fight will hurt. This fight actually will hurt. And there's not much I can do about it. There's really actually not much I can do about it. This is why we just hurt. At least we are full. I do not want to headbutt Iron Wave, right? Next time we draw into the 5, I can struck and then yeah, take a huge hit. At least it's weakened. We can struck into the burning pack something and then draw to intimidate. And on turn 3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's say do it on the pack and we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 instead. And then pack until here and then Fin 5 still doesn't kill because there's no Fawn. But yes, like we need more vulnerable application, yeah. Right now we just don't have it up. Even though you have a lot of strength without vulnerable, you don't really deal damage. Which is just quite sad. But it's true. And we don't have the feed HP to, you know, just brute force every fight in the end game either. Yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can exhume. Yeah, not much. Both headbutt being drawn early as well, so you cannot really set up a consistently set up a headbutt. I guess you can headbutt the headbutt, huh? The problem with that is that you also draw way later into these things, because you just keep losing 1 draw every turn. If you headbutt, you headbutt. So you can just block here with the disarm and to double defend, but then your next turn is completely ruined. You're on to your 5, and then what's the plan? It's not killing, right? If we just pack and then Fin Fire would be plus 3 strength, yeah? So it's 10. And with the thing, with the ashes, it's actually 13 per. There's no way that's lethal. From here, plus 3, and we Fin Fire for 6, which is only 78 damage. Yeah, there's no way that's actually lethal. So we take a massive hit next turn as well. And then the turn afterwards we kill, but yeah. Damage has already been done, kind of. I do think I want to headbutt the pack though. Because if I headbutt the pack, we draw until here next turn, and then the turn afterwards we actually have like some limit break into Shockwave, into Heavy Blade to instant kill, and we don't need to block this hit, which is important. So 3 cards would be headbutt, and the disarm is not blocking more than 2 defense, even across 2 turns. On the turn 3, I hope that it dies. So you just play double defense here. Ow! This one will hurt. Then we win, probably. Oh, actually I should have played disarm because then I can Exhume Reaper this turn. Ah, okay, mistake. Yeah, actually though, because Exhume Reaper this turn already heals back the damage last turn, but the disarm blocks a tiny bit more this turn. Oh, too late now. Nice evolve by the way, isn't there anything? Like this, then maybe we just don't Exhume the Reaper. Exhume Reaper is blocking 7, this blocks 2. Just double check it is actually lethal. It's at 10 strength on Heavy Blade, which is 64. Yeah, 64 with vulnerable is 96. 96 with 2 procs is 102, 105. So yes, Reaper right now is lethal. Exhume Reaper is lethal, and we block 7, and we take 30. And you can see this deck clearly has some problems still, yeah. But we do have a lot of resources that we can save for Act 4. So if we can preserve all of this, we should be fine entering Act 4. But right now, of course, like, you can see against Spike Road, you take what, 30 damage. That's not a very good sign, you know. Yeah, 96 is lethal. You could also just not play Shockwave and play Bash instead. Well, I kind of don't want to toss away this Cultist spot, you're not gonna lie, but I think it's gone, guys. Just so you know. Max HP is actually super relevant in this run, and also, yeah, of course, it's also stronger with this. And yes, we must be big. This potion is stronger than this, right? This is definitely kept, this is definitely kept, yeah. So it's just between these two, and I do think Liquid Memory should be stronger than the Cultist spot. Yeah, just because it lines up like this, maybe Exhume Limit Break thing. Like you draw Limit Break early, you don't want to play it, you can just Liquid Memories later, and that's more strength than Cultist spot already. Yeah, of course we fight at least still. Next one could hurt if it does the thing. Hopefully it doesn't do the thing. Honestly, a lot of turns can hurt if it does the thing. But just hope it doesn't do the thing, you know. Is next time I still don't attack because it's intangible, yeah. So we draw 5 here, and then I can Shrug, Intimidate. If I want to, I can pack into the Limit Break with only 3 strength, no? But then this turn I can have like some Exhume stuff. This turn is no block at all, and I'm set, so I guess I need to spend Headbutt next turn also, which means Akabeko breaks. Do I have enough energy? If I don't take out the Warrior, next time we play like this, yeah, so that's 3. And then 4, and then we want to play 5, and we want to play 6. So I guess I do not actually have energy, yeah. And then this turn we can pack again. And you have like here, you can pack this, draw into 1 defense only though. And this is not the intangible turn, so this turn is intangible again, we deal no damage, but this turn is not intangible. Actually, wait. So this is turn 2 intangible, yeah? This is turn 3. Not intangible, we play no attacks. Turn 4 intangible, we don't deal here. And then turn 5 is not intangible. And then we can attack with some Reaper Heavy Blading, and hopefully it dies this turn. That's not too bad. But basically, yes, next turn I do need 6 energy, so I just play the defense instead of the dramatic entrance. If it does the small hit, then we don't need to play defense, no? So I can just pack away the defense. You can also pack away the feed fire. I think packing away the defense is like fine. And yeah, now we headbutt the burning pack. Otherwise, next turn is completely horrible. It still would be horrible even with the burning pack if it does a 45 thing, but at least we do reach the thing in time, no? Like this thing. Go. Okay, that's a bad pattern, but sure. Ow. It's still weakened though from the intimidate at least. Oh, actually, I didn't count properly because we don't even reach the heavy blade next turn. No? Unless I trance now, but if I trance now, we miss a Reaper, and missing Reaper I think is a bigger deal. Well, I hope it still dies then. With 20 strength, 6 energy, so we can play all of this, yeah? If it doesn't die, well, sucks to be me. But we actually need to play the Reaper. $36, by the way. Okay, still dead. Oh, good. Reserve insect? Yeah, cool. I mean, actually, it's kind of cool though, because Act 4 elites right now, we cannot block them, so we need to die like, very quickly, yeah? Complete garbage. Clash is back. Upgraded this time, but just still bad. True, we don't need. No Dark Embrace to accelerate and whatever, and that's not the plan anyway. We're just playing attacks and hopefully the enemy dies before us. So with the Ashes, yeah, not really. And yeah, we go question mark here. We have only Seed Madness, so only good question marks left. Yeah, like that. I hope this fight is fine by the way, just saying. If I struck first and then pack into here and then do the thing into here, then we have Shockwave next turn, but then there's no Exhume, yeah? I guess it can steal Shockwave next turn, right? If I just trans right now into like Feed Fire and exhaust everything. Feed Fire Quebeco. I guess I can Intimidate, but next time we do play Shockwave, so it doesn't matter too much. So it's like trans into here, just play the Feed Fire, next time we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can headbutt the trans, shock into it, and then trans into the Shockwave and then play that. Sure. One extra turn of Weaken for a lot of damage. This is a 18 damage. Because you get the Ashes either way, so it's just 18 damage for 2 weak, which is 1 weak. Because the weakness on turn 1 doesn't matter. I want to deal damage. Oh, you can bash first. If you bash first, then it's 1 turn vulnerable, which doesn't really matter too much, and you lose out on, yeah, a lot. Is it a lot? This is 10, so it becomes 15, so you lose 3 per card. You gain another 19 and 2 Von. Actually, Bash is still stronger. Yeah? Just to redraw the Bash, but redraw doesn't matter. I hope that in the redraw we only can kill. Yeah, fine. And now I can play Finfire. That's kind of our plan against Spear and Shield, by the way. Yeah? That you just like maybe Finfire Quebeco or something, even Dramatic Entrance with the Preserve Insect and then die like, instantly. This guy did not choose to do the 30 on turn 2, so we have a little bit of wiggle room. Probably still want to play Shockwave now though. Just do that. And the next turn it doesn't attack ever and we have like Inflame Limit Break. By the way, did you see like what the Evo has done so far in this run, even though it's green, in Act 2? Exactly, nothing. But we are strong enough to carry this even when it does nothing in early game. Yeah? And now suddenly when I walk into here in these fights, then maybe I can do something. In these fights, like the boss gauntlet, Act 4. But like if you just cope that the Evo is drawing with the wounds against slavers and the wounds will stabbing and maybe draw against the days of Sentry, you're actually just coping. The cards are like pretty freaking worthless in early game. It is strong eventually though, but if you don't make wounds yourself or dazes yourself, you're from reckless charge or power 2 or something, this card doesn't really do much until the end game, and then it does a lot. And the 6 would really like to not block that, and yes, we don't have to. Upgraded. Enfield is not so easy though. We do a fusion hammer, and this actually allows us to do some upgrade limit break into headbutt limit break or liquid memories limit break. Freaking green. It's freaking green. How can green armaments be with, you know, Frozen Eye and then Fusion Hammer, you know? How can it be? It's so green. Could have used a potion to get on the top the value, but again, there's no need because we're already full HP and there's Force Rest here. And again, these potions are like strong. I mean, this potion is not that strong, but it's also... it could do something. Shockwave now means that there's no debuff on the second batch. You can also just not do anything this turn, funnily enough, and save your Akabeko. Next time you can Shockwave into Reaper, Akabeko, kill all of them into Intimidated, blocks a decent amount with the thing. With 6 energy, it actually kills all of them, right? With Reaper, Akabeko is plus 11, 15, 22, 25, yes. So you simply can just play Flame Barrier and turn here. And then this will wipe out the second wave of minion immediately, and she attacks you alone, but she's weakened for 5, and then you also blocks at least 9 with the Funeral Pain. And this HP loss doesn't matter because, you know, next turn you heal like, I don't know, like 150 or something. Honestly, it sounds good to me. Let's play no cut and force her to attack this turn. Yeah, they're all dead. And we use all energy with the Joker. We summon, but she's dead, yeah? I think. And we have full HP. So again, there's no need to potion to heal with the thing. Even more healing. Okay, that's not a very good relic to see. Second Feed Fire? I should have picked the second Reaper, apparently. I'm stupid. Sorry. This could have been the second Reaper, you know, and now I get a Feed Fire. But I don't even know whether I want this Feed Fire or not. With the Akabeko and the Preserve Insect, it probably is just good, right? Because then we can set up like an instant kill on Spear and Shield. And that is actually exactly what we want to do, yeah? Yeah, sure. Yeah, Speed Potion over Catalyst. Catalyst is one more cut for the Fiend Fire to burn in Act 4. I know Reaper not heal too many. No, it's not about too many minions. It's like some animation speed nonsense, but I don't remember the details. But it's not quite because of like too many minions or anything like that. Oh yeah, we use a Wing Boost jump here. Nemesis can actually hurt, but then suddenly we have rest either way. Next turn, there's the thing anyway. I guess you could also do just like Flame Barrier, Shockwave, Disarm. But you take like 60 damage this turn, I kind of don't want to do. Yeah, of course. First turn we hurt a bit, yeah? Where's my Reaper? Next turn. That's fine. Yeah, it's dead now, yeah? And we have 4 HP. Oh wait, that actually can do something, no? We have the Choker, but we do also have 2 Feed Fires, yeah? So this actually can do something. The Giga Pummel. It has to be good, right? We start with 2 unit strength, we have a lot of strength, we have the Akabeko, even the Exhume. This has to be good. Power potion over this now because we opened it in hard, and against the spear and shield we can just burst them down with like maybe one of these, and in the hard we have power potion, leaves a tail, a billion healing from this, and we should be fine. I think, maybe. Probably. Yeah, force rest. The time eater. Draw down turn 1, yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you, time eater. Very cool. It's not very cool by the way, because we bottom deck the shockwave and the disarm, yeah, and the inflames in this fight, which is quite bad. And drawdown happens immediately. And my burning pack is also not landing this turn with trance. I hope that we don't like die or anything in this fight. That would be quite sad. Die as in use some potions, because this fight actually with this order it can force me to use like, potentially several potions, because it could kill me before I get to the point where Reaper is just full healing. Also end the ingredient bricks here, because if ingredient gives me something that can break this turn, we could also just draw +1 here and then it reaches the burning pack and then can dig very far. If we feed fire next turn, then it's better next turn, but feed fire next turn means that no heavy blade. Can top next turn, no? It's like, so for example, I trance here now, yeah? Next turn I draw 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 only, but then I can evolve, yes, evolve would be playing this fight into a fiend fire. And seizing top, draw into the headbutt, and we can headbutt something that we can play immediately. Unfortunately, it's like nothing. The trance or what? Energy is like 4 here, so I have 1 of my energy left, which means if I draw into trance and play it, we draw into here, and then I can like what Armor 2 strike and then stop the turn. On turn 3, I guess with the draw, even with the drawdown, we still reach the shockwave on turn 3, and then we can play limit break, which is not the worst thing. Bottom decking both in flames and playing limit break here though is not super pleasant. Yeah? It's only 3 strength. So it's like by this time we only have 6 strength. Yeah, this order is actually insanely bad, which is why this potion is necessary for Act 4. So that if we walk into spear and shield, we see a draw that like this, we need to fix it. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. We actually are going to be in big trouble if we see a draw order like this in Act 4 at least, we cannot fix it. But well, not much to really do here. I don't think I want to fiend fire away my burning pack or my... I don't think I want to fiend fire away my heavy blade basically. So we do trance this turn. Combats, should we play or not? 1 HP per turn seems quite bad to lose from this spot. Next turn we do fiend fire, but it's only on 2 cards, so you could play the Sword Boomerang first to cash in with Akabeko a little bit more. And then after the Sword Boomerang, you can also play the Dramatic Entrance. We don't need the energy next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 here. You play like, here is 3, and then you draw into this. You play here is like 4, and then you trance into this. You play Armaments 5, if you even play it. So you play like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards next turn. And this turn, if you play like Sword Boomerang, you can play Boomer, Dramatic Entrance 2 cards, and then maybe Heavy Blade 3 cards as well. Oh, that is just very, very painful. Should I be worried enough to power port? Not yet, right? At least not until I see what it's doing in the next 2 turns, I think. But sometimes I'm actually forced to use many potions here. I hope like not too many. But yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit like more afraid, yeah? After looking at this draw, with turn 1 I already take 27. And turn 2 I'm taking a lot too. Even if it multi-hits, I'm taking like what, 19. Otherwise it debuffs, and it's not like debuffs is better. This deck doesn't block at all, it just deals damage. And this draw means I cannot really deal damage very fast. So it is concerning, and the Exhumo zombies. Oh yeah, it's actually very concerning, yeah. But I think for now we are still fine, for now. Not sure how long we are fine for, but for now we are still fine, probably. One card of 29 has to be worth it. And this is like 14. And I don't want to redraw the entrance either. We'll play that, we only need 2 cards next turn, no? Because next turn we are playing 5, no? Yeah, next turn we are playing 5. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and trends is 5 cards. So I could even see you using Power Potion next turn to actually make it 6. Because I think this turn we are playing 6. And then next turn Power Potion heals 5 already. It gets upgraded with armaments and it actually procs the clock, otherwise it gets like destroy on this turn. So I could see it. Ah, sure, probably, right? So we just pack away the combats and then play defense. Yeah? 8 times 3, like evolve Fiendfire and draw one seizing top until here. And we headbutt the battle trends and battle trends gets drawn immediately, and then we trans into this. So double check number of cards plays, like 1 here, 2 here, 3 energy, 3 on the headbutt, 1 energy left, 4 on the battle trends, draw until here, 5 on power potion, yeah, 5 on armaments and 6 on power potion, and we get upgraded power. Yeah, that's the line. So yeah, evolve Fiendfire. And then a seizing top on the headbutt the trends, and then yeah, continue the turn. Oh, okay, sure. That is very strong potion, by the way. But honestly, you can see that this fight is threatening, especially if it does this on turn 3. Yeah? It's very threatening. Living Wreck should still be played now. We do have an Exhume for it if we need to, or we can just Exhume Reaper, but I think we might just want to play Reaper next turn because draw now is happening again. And if I Reaper next turn, then we have we do have the Adabur, so I can draw into this maybe with the top if I really want to. But yeah, you see this fight is nasty as hell. Is this okay or not? Because next turn, how on earth do I block this? This is not splitting, yeah? We are healing to a lot. We're healing to 57 and it is weakened with only 2 strength, so the hit is not that hard. Still have draw down, no? But I guess next time we can struck into, let's say, headbutt the Exhume. And then we can Exhume Reaper again. If we force a split here, we can Exhume Reaper, and then suddenly the second half we have Demon Form plus proccing. Now this is a good thing I did use the Power Potion, yeah? Because you can see, like, if the clock was not forced, and also I don't have Demon Form plus in play, this fight could have been so freaking bad. It could still be very bad. But right now at least it's a little bit more manageable. Yeah, still play this I think, because then the Pummel next turn can split. Is that true? 34... Wait, 1, 2, 3... Oh, we can force to split this turn because of the top, right? I play here 4 and with 2 energy, so I can actually struck into Pummel and that force to split this turn and really block whatever the crap is coming next turn. Quite lethal, yeah, and you don't Reaper? Oh, you're talking about this turn, yeah, this turn with 15, 18 strength, 25 weaken. No, it's not even close. Yeah, this guy gets 20 block, you're weaken and you have draw down. It's not even close to lethal. Explosion, think about the 7-8 man special load. But yeah, I think we force a split now, yeah? Instead of having to deal with whatever the crap is coming next turn. And we have the exact energy and exact card play for that. Let's do that. Yeah, unseizing top with this. Unfortunately, the Fiendfire is here now and not next turn, so there's no kill, yeah? But it's okay, you know. So you can put the Exhume on top, or you can put a Heavy Blade on top, like how is it? If we Heavy Blade on top, we have the Inflame Heavy Blade, which is 26 strength on the Heavy Blade. 26 strength on Heavy Blade is 144, so it's not quite killing, and we need to take 1 hit. Putting the... I guess you can just Reaper next turn to block, but then if it draws down, they have problem. You can also just not put anything and redraw naturally into the Exhume, because in the redraw the Reaper is more healing anyway. Honestly, if you want to be like kind of safe, I think Exhume and Shockwave is the safest line. But if you don't headbutt anything in here, you also know the order in the next cycle with the Frozen Eye, yeah? So maybe you can react to something. Probably they'll just put the Exhume on top. Oh, actually, you can put the Slime on top because you have the Evolve Plus. That's like funny, but it's true. You can put the Slime on top to draw +1 without having to play the card draw. And then, yeah, you have like Frozen Eye, you shuffle these cards out, which are absolute garbage. The shuffling out is good. You get to play this arm, you get to play the defend. Maybe you can still Exhume Shockwave Reaper later. That sounds good, to be honest. Other choice, I headbutting the pack, but yeah, probably just headbutt this and shuffle the garbage out, yeah. Holy the Evolve. Finally doing like something. That is pretty scary unless it dies, and it looks like next turn we do have to slam into the Fiend Fire, so it's dead, yeah? I think. With 29 strength. 29 strength, and we actually drawn to here. If I don't headbutt anything. If I headbutt something, we still draw to here, because we draw 1 to level 5 and the Evolve draws 2. So Fiend Fire is going for 6. If we train with 2 strength. 26, 29 strength, 29 strength is 36, 36, weakness vulnerable +4 is 40 times 6 is 240. Yeah, it's like, he got dead. 260? No, we don't have Vaughn. We do not have vulnerable. So there's no, it's only like 140 or something. I mean, if you draw the vulnerable here, so yes, sure. But if you headbutt the heavy blade, you don't have vulnerable. Yeah, this just kills already. Let's just do that. Because we know that Evolve will draw to Fiend Fire next and Fiend Fire is lethal. Yeah, die. Power Potion was pretty strong, yes, because yeah, it would have been maybe a demon form in the hard fight, and that deals with a lot of things immediately. This fight is the harder of the two, I think. Because it simply has more HP and we cannot really block a lot, and the disarm is the absolute bottom card in this deck. Okay, so both fights, yeah? We fight the Time Eater and we fight the Awakened One, and the disarm is bottom deck in both fights, which is not very good, you know. In this fight, Battle Trance bottom deck, Shockwave is also bottom deck. Burning Pack is bottom deck, like what the hell? Everything important here is bottom deck, yes? This thing I want to play early, this one I play early. Want to play this early, I want to play this early. Yeah, exactly. Look at this dropout. Like, what the hell? Are we in danger now? What? Are we actually in danger? Because the limit breaker is also kind of missing. Do I play the Fear No Pain? If I play Fear No Pain, we do have Fiend Fire on turn 3 to block one time. And then, yeah, I should probably play the Fear No Pain because right now it also blocks 9 HP. I'm pretty sure we need to play hand here, yeah? Like, there's no not playing the Inflame, because our whole plan in this fight actually just to limit break and then instantly burst it down. And it fast, yeah, and it fast. We have like, by the way, in case you're wondering, we have like what 200 HP to spare still, yeah? We will not have 200 HP to spare if we use this in Act 3. We still have 200 HP to spare, so the dying here is pretty difficult. But yes, Frozen Eye of course is like good, because it kind of tells me what to do in like these kind of fights with this order, you know. Because Lizard told me that maybe okay, I should probably use Power Potion in the Time Eater, otherwise I'm in trouble. And yes, I would have been in big trouble if I didn't use Power Potion there. I'm glad that I did. This we just play hand, we just play all the powers. There's no need to use Akabeko and Pummel, yeah? We kill the Cultist immediately because the Reaper is also drawn late. We cannot let the Cultist live for that long. So we just Akabeko the entrance, and then yeah, kill both Cultists. They are both dead. Take a lot of damage. Okay, at least it doesn't do the garbage thing on turn 2. The evo with this fight is absolute utter trash until the second phase where shuffles in void and then becomes slightly better, but yeah, generally speaking, still bad. There's no draw. I guess you can take the Shrug and you can armor the Shrug next turn. So like here you play Shrug and then headbutt the Shrug, yeah? Yeah, Shrug and do headbutt the Shrug, you have like this turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can armor the Shrug, play the Shrug until like here. And then you feed fire. And then you play Strike and then you can intimidate. And then you draw into the second feed fire, which you kind of don't want to do, but you know, it's okay, I guess. And one way or another, this deck has become an unceasing top deck. Sucks to be us, I guess. Now this way shuffle, then basically this way gets a Shrug plus in the redraw, which is a very good thing to draw for every single hit. Like for the multi hits, we don't really want to block. We just want it to die at some point. Because if I do not get the Shrug on top, then we get out of war also, yeah? I block 5 this turn, we get out of war here. And then I can do something like Armor Bash, Fiend Fire. That only blocks 9 though, it doesn't even block enough. It does get to Intimidate, but it blocks like what, 9, and then 12, and then 17. I guess you can also just do the Rage, but then Fiend Fire exhausts only 2 cards. Basically, the idea is that we get the Bash plus, Bash upgraded, and also shuffle back in the deck, yeah? Which is honestly kind of important to have the Bash in the redraw, to be perfectly honest. That's the only vulnerable source outside the Shockwave. Is it important? How much strength do I have? I have currently 5. I still have nothing here, I have 10. We can exhume this to get so 13, 26. 26 strength without vulnerable heavy blade is 144, so we need 2 shots. I guess invulnerable is not super important, huh? Okay. Then we simply, yeah, I think shuffling in the Shock Plus is fine. Yeah, then we just do a headbutt on the Shrug and play defense. You can also play the Boomer here, 24 damage, but I think our HP is slightly more important, yeah? Because after we set up, like, the strike is more impactful, it's 24 anyway. But we might not have enough HP to survive a couple of turns without using pods. Depending on how, you know, this guy decides to do. Here, for example, we can do this, and yeah, just ignore the bash and the defense. So we Fiend Fire now, play the top, the strike here, and then play Intimidate. And next turn we draw until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Yeah, one way or another, we have become an unceasing top deck. And also the 5 energy, yeah? The 5 energy. So you can also just not play Limit now. That seems kind of stupid, to be perfectly honest. So I just play Limit Break. It is possible to unceasing top this turn, but why? Next time we draw on the river 5 here, you can get something like Heavy Blade on top if you want to. Or you can just get the Shock Plus to block a little bit, and this turn it does multi-hit again, but then you have like some Shockwave to disarm. You can also headbutt like Armor, but headbutting Armor, this draw doesn't even do anything. Yeah, bottom decking both the trends and the pack is already annoying because my headbutt is weaker too. That's so annoying. But there's really not much to do. Oh, it does multi again. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that's extremely bad that it actually decides to multi this turn, yeah? It's not forced to multi this turn, so we are just getting a little bit unlucky here this turn. Otherwise, next turn we could have handled the multi-hit. This turn I cannot, and playing the Reaper now, suddenly I don't have a full heal again. And we only block 16, so if I don't play Reaper, I die. And playing the Inflame also makes it angry by 8. That is awful, just so you know. At the same time, if we use any potion in this fight, it's probably Liquid Memories on the Heavy Blade in the future, in the second half, in order to one-shot. So we cannot potion yet, yeah? We just go like very low here. Yeah, question, do I inflame or not? If I don't inflame, then Exhume Limit Break also grows weaker, and I'm pretty sure we need to Exhume Limit Break and not the Reaper. Honestly, if I had to Entropic Brew in this fight, I don't mind too much, yeah? We can still buy new potions like for, and there's a White Beast from the Spear and Shield. But this potion I really want to preserve. So like Inflame Reaper here, we heal 17, and it goes to 56 damage. But yeah, we don't die to that. Inflame just needs to be played. And yeah, we are forced to play this, otherwise I died right now. And we go to like 9 HP. Still okay though. Not okay for that long, but still okay for now. Exhume Limit Break. Unfortunately, if I Shockwave now, then we don't have the Shockwave for the second cycle. But this is absolutely false, yeah? Exhume the Limit Break. And not the Reaper. Can I do Shrug and then Trance and then Disarm instead? And save the Shockwave for like maybe a Headbutt? Because maybe you can line up a Shockwave into Heavy Blade on the same turn, or the Sword Boomerang into Liquid Memories one shot, you know, from 26 strength. So this is at 120, sometimes we have armaments and 160. And this double Heavy Blade with Vulnerable is already one shot. Because if we Shockwave now, then we don't have Shockwave for the second cycle at all, yeah? This Shuffle's out of the pack though, is an annoying thing. Otherwise I can do what Shockwave, it goes to 21, and we can block with like maybe Iron Wave. And then we have no vulnerable for the second half. 26 strength on Heavy Blade is 144, so we pull it back is 290, which means we need 30 damage or something a strike would do. Okay, fine. So we do, if we draw to Heavy Blade, Liquid Memories is instant kill. So I guess we just buy time with the Shockwave then, yeah? So Shockwave, Iron Wave, take a little bit of damage this turn again, I think. Because this blocks for 3, it goes to 9, go to 14. And it attacks me with 21, so we go to 2 HP, but 2 is still fine. Just don't play him more. And this heals 5 HP too. But like, Iron Wave over the structure because I want the trance next turn. And yeah, okay. This actually means we one-shot it next turn, yeah? Because if I split now, without playing the trance by the way, because if I play trance and draw into this and suddenly we have nothing. But if I split immediately with just some like armaments into Boomerang or Headbutt or whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, it's like armaments into Disarm to Boomerang or something, yeah, split. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. And then Heavy Blade into Liquid Memories Heavy Blade into Feed Fire is kill. If you do not Liquid Memories, do we still kill or not? Because this is a lot of damage still. Because you simply can Heavy Blade, your hand is still this, and then you Burning Pack away this card and you draw 3, and then you Feed Fire for 4. I don't think that will be a kill, you can calculate. 26 strength. Oh, actually we can put the Sword Boomerang minus on top, is that good? Let's just count the Feed Fire first. So Feed Fire for 4 cards we know. That will be 33, but it's actually 36 times 4 is 144. And this is also 144, okay. So it's 288 damage, we are just barely short. Plus 3. 291. We are barely short from killing this instantly. But I cannot do armor on this. Armor on this is way too much damage, I cannot headbutt, yeah. which means we can only put the Soul Boomerang minus on top. And the turn will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. And then instead of doing some Burning Pack into Fiend Fire, we just do Heavy Blade, Soul Boomerang, and then Fiend Fire. So how is that? We could Fiend Fire for 2 cards. And Fiend Fire for 2 cards would be 33, 36, 72. 72, 144. 72, 144 is 216. 216 plus 87. Oh, that is so freaking close, but it's not killing. So apparently I should not even have played the strike last turn, yeah? Because if I could upgrade this Boomerang and then headbutt it, it would be lethal next turn without the potion. But now we're just barely off. It's actually just barely off. 216 plus 87 is 303. We're 17 damage off from instantly killing the phase 2. Actually, it's already counted, which is why I said it's 36, not 33. Yeah, there's just no lethal without potion here, unfortunately. And there's no trans line nonsense thing, right? Yeah, because trans also miss both the heavy and the Fiend Fire, so it doesn't work. Okay, so Liquid Memory is just gone then. But it's fine, I guess. Yeah, Liquid Memory is just gone, yeah. This line is cooler though, so I think I want to play the Boomerang line. Into Headbutt Boomerang. Is there any... Wait. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Boomer, yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. The Boomer into Headbutt Trance, because then we miss the Fiend Fire, but there's a second Headbutt here, so maybe we can do something about that. So Boomer, Trance first. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. You headbutt the Boomer and then trance immediately, basically. And then next turn you don't have trance, so you have 5 cards into here. Yeah, that never works because you don't reach the headbutt. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work. At least don't think about the 7 8 man special load. Okay, so Liquid Memory is just gone then. That's fine. Whatever, you know. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's very close, but it's not quite enough. And we don't have energy, so like no one seizing top into the strike or playing the struck, yeah. Yeah, this is so close. But it's not enough. 14 damage off even. That's pretty bad because that was our one-shot against PN Shield, by the way. The Liquid Memory was our one-shotting plan, yeah. We still have 2 Fiend Fire with Akabeko, so maybe it could be something could be done. That's pretty annoying. So people, yeah, of course, I think we're still pretty damn favored because first of all, we enter the here with full HP, we heal like a lot, we get 1 new potion at least, and we still have Lizard Tail for the hut. But this cannot really block the hut for long, so we better die, yeah, very quickly. Like, this deck is not blocking anything. Dark Embrace on sale, is that good? It's pretty good. Exhume, Fiend Fire, 5 base energy. Also, this is absolutely bought, yeah? Like, this is like no debate. Is there any Bottle Flame angle here with Fiend Fire? How much damage is that? It's 15 per card. 15 is actually 18. Which is 72, 75 damage. 75 damage with the Preserve Insect is pretty close. It cost me like all my gold though. It actually cost me all my gold, yeah, to do that, and the hard fight is not very good. So I think we just don't be like giga creative here and just buy something like Dark Embrace, remove 5 pot. I think. Yeah, 5 pot would have killed Awakened one, yes. But yeah, 5 pot should be bought, and then here, if you want to buy Westone, you cannot remove. Reckless Charge is honestly not the worst thing I've ever seen because you have both Dark Embrace and the Evolve. But again, like, you can just draw this before the other things, yeah. This remove is on defense now, I think. There's no corruption. Yeah, and then the ingredient gives me corruption, but then we have corruption dark embrace, so I'm not so upset, you know. But there's no second win in the deck, there's no corruption, there's no nothing, no reason to really keep the defense. But the strike can actually get strength payoff to be lead to a threshold sometimes. So if we remove anything here as a defense, otherwise I can buy Weststone, which can hit or Boomerang, or either one of the Fiendfires, or the Pummel, or even the Bash. And this Weststone is not bad. This Weststone is really, really not bad. And we had 2 Gameless Blue with Frozen Eyes, so remove is not that impactful. Maybe I just buy this. Yeah, maybe I actually just buy this. Yeah, the Pummel is fine. And there's nothing else to do, right? Like, you can exchange this pot, you can buy Twin Strike, which I don't think I want. Oh, actually, we have one more card because ingredient, so the Fiendfire would have burned 5 cards. Oh, I actually already counted 5 cards. Fiendfire would be good this hand, by the way, just so you know. That is awful. Like, whatever the crap is happening next turn, and we cannot draw super deep here unless I Gameless Blue now. If I Gameless Blue now, then we can reach the evolve. Bottom decking both Dark Embrace. Okay, apparently I'm stupid. I should have removed, yeah? Because if we remove, then we would not bottom deck these cards, you know, I think. All of them, all 3. And then maybe we can Akabeko and kill. But like this, it's pretty bad, yeah? If I don't Gameless Blue immediately, that is. If I Gameless Blue immediately, then how is it? Pain being played, and then we Burning Pack away the Hemo, for example. Oh, this roll is so bad though. Yeah, let's say Burning Pack away the Hemo. I can land vulnerable on them right now, but then I don't even reach the evolve, I don't think. Because Burning Pack away this, well, hand has like 7, and we draw until here. I need to gamble for 4 at least. I guess I can gamble away like Strike Defense, Dramatic Entrance. Shark needs to be kept. I mean, you can gamble Shark also, it doesn't matter. I guess you can gamble away the Feel No Pain, no? But then this turn we take damage. So I pack away this, and we gamble away like 1. Energy is not even enough though. Energy, we need to play 1 here, and then 2 here is also already 3. And then this maybe is 4, and then 5. I guess maybe you don't even play Shockwave this arm, huh? And then on turn 2 you have 1, 2, 3, but then plus 4 cards you draw until here, and then you take the hit. But Double Inflame is down, and then on turn 3 you have the Limit Break. Yeah, very painful. Especially if we want to save the Akabeko to 1 shot, but maybe we don't even do that, yeah. Like first, no, that's the only line. If you don't pack first into the brew, there's no line here. You don't even reach anything. That's the only line. What do you think you have been calculating? If you got those, I got what? Because do you play Reaper this turn? This turn you are not even taking damage yet. So which is honestly maybe the line is to even take the damage the next turn, you know, just take the full hit. How bad is it to take the full hit and not Gameless Brew? Because Gameless Brew after we heal 5. And I do see that if I Gameless Brew right now into the evolve, on turn 2 we draw the Reaper, but we are still full HP. So we have already wasted 5 HP from this. We are facing 40 damage on our face. There's no full block this turn, and then there's no way to pull the Reaper back either afterwards. I mean, the headbutt is here, but it's super late. And the Exhume is here, and we also don't really want to play Reaper next turn because it's wasted. So what if we just take damage? We just take the hit this turn and, you know, take the hit next turn as well, and then Reaper. Maybe. Turn 3 they do gain 30 block though, but Akabeko is still intact on the Reaper. Because if we just take the hit this turn, then Vulnerable is also down, yeah? On one of them at least. You can, or you can disarm this to block a little bit more. Because Vulnerable payoff is not super important either. I can see that. So this turn is like burning pack the Hemo. We struck into the armaments. Yeah, burning pack the Hemo, struck into the armaments. Energy is still 3. 3 is not enough though to play Arma and then disarm Shockwave. It's 1 energy short. I guess you don't need to play Arma, which means no Funeral Pain plus and no disarm plus. But it's okay, disarm minus. And then turn 2 we draw 1, 2, 3. With 2 burns on top, so yes, this turn is terrible. And then on turn 3 we have like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're being hit by a lot by this guy. Well, that also seems like really bad, I think. Okay, that doesn't work then. It's like this line is just terrible. As in on turn 3, turn 2 you draw these 3, and then what? You already take 39 damage to your face. And then okay, sure, maybe you can headbutt, but headbutt also breaks the Akabeko. But if you set the Akabeko, they gain 30 shield on turn 3, the Reaper doesn't even do anything. And then on turn 2 you draw onto Evo 5. The Evo is not doing anything at all. And you're being hit for 57 here, you cannot even turn around because Reaper doesn't turn. Okay, you can turn with the 5 port, I guess. But yeah, that's not going to be very pleasant, yeah, if you do it like that. And then on turn 4, you're not even doing anything yet. I guess with the Burn Strike, you can maybe draw until here. And then you have some Limit Break into Heavy Blade and then exhume the Reaper. So how bad is that? How bad is actually that? Because if we use 5 pot to turn on turn 3, then we also don't really waste damage. And this is so annoying though, is that we bottom deck everything that can one-shot this, and also Reaper is still drawn at a bad time, somehow. Like you see, like we draw a Pummel or Fiend Fire or something, we can already kill this with this hand. And then suddenly we don't take too much anymore. And we're running with a sub and 2 months special. How bad is it to take damage? How much am I taking? Let's calculate again. Burning Pack away Hemo. Struck. Funeral Pain. So Burning Pack is 1 card, Struck is 2 cards. Yeah, Burning Pack 1 card, Struck is 2. Funeral Pain is 3. Shockwave is 4, Disarm is 5, Dramatic Entrance is 6. So we use every single energy and get choked. That is okay. And that would mean this turn I block for 8 here. And I block for... Again, I can play this before this. So I block for 1, 2, 3, 4. Block 20. Block 20 and we are facing 29. Because we do get to land Disarm on this. So I take 9 damage this turn. Next turn is only 8 times 4. Plus another 4 from burn, so it's actually 36, and we block for 5. So we take 31, which means I lose 40 over the first 2 turns. I go to 48. And then on turn 3, we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. If I am facing the burn strike, then we turn around with the 5 pot. I can still play like 1, 2 with the 5 pot. Reaper probably will still be played here, unfortunately. I guess then we can headbutt on turn 2, but what do I even headbutt on turn 2? Really, with this hand? We only have a, I guess, Shrug? We can headbutt Shrug to block a tiny bit more, so we draw like 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the thing, so we can Shrug. And then play, well, like Inflame, Evolve, Flame Barrier or something without even the Reaper, and then maybe we can headbutt, maybe we can Limit Break, and then Exhume Limit Break, and then headbutt the Reaper here. But yeah, this turn I'm only missing 40 HP, yeah? And then on this turn I can be attacked for... this is 38 if we turn around. We block for 20, 23. So we take 15 from this, and whatever the crowd is coming from this, it still doesn't kill me, no? And then by this turn we definitely can kill 1. Maybe it's not that bad yet. Yeah, could be really weird, no? Could be like extremely dangerous here still. But it's not that bad. We go to what, 20 HP or something, and maybe Reaper can still heal like a lot. Okay, so let's just do that, because I do see the Gameless Brew right now doesn't even lead anywhere, you know. I waste HP and it doesn't even lead anywhere. And the other line does not even use the Gameless Brew yet. So we maybe have 2 Gameless Brew for the hard fight, as well with the Lizard Tail and the Entropic Brew. Which I don't mind, you know. If I go very low here, but both the Gameless Brew can be preserved, maybe we can heal up to half. Okay, so just feel no pain, exhaust the Hemo. 1 energy used here, 3 energy, 4 energy, 5 energy. That's all we spend. And we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything's perfect. Also, yeah, what Akabeko I'm talking about? We are playing dramatic entrance now. Okay, cool. Yeah, Shrug. And then yeah, Shockwave. Disarm on here is more important than 3 vulnerable because we are not even going to attack it. Yeah, disarm. And then play this. You can also just not play this to preserve your Akabeko, but I don't think so, yeah. Ow. Yeah, this we know is coming. Absolutely horrible. You can do the thing here if you want. But I think we just accept the damage, yeah? And we put the Shrug on top. Gambler 2 right now does not waste HP though. But it's not even like there's anything to really Gambler 2 in here either. Because Reaper playing this turn is just not effective. I mean, we know this is coming. I mean, of course it's bad, but not like a surprise, you know. Pack on top is a reason, because if we pack on top with Field Open and Dragon Blaze in play, actually draws 4 cards. So we draw here and the pack we draw until here, and then I can still play the Shrug, except I missed the... I cannot play all the block cards and the powers, because I kind of need to play all of them. Okay, fine. So we just get Shrug, yeah? Ow! Hopefully this guy doesn't freaking attack. Okay, at least there's that. And yes, we 5-out the turn around, because otherwise I cannot turn. This 5-out doesn't even deal damage, but it's fine, I need you to turn. And yeah, this turn we just play all the powers and then brace draw +1. And block 3 with the Field Open. Holy. yeah, the 5-out except it's a block fort. And now, yeah, Shrug in Flame Limit Break, and next turn we do have the Giga Heavy Blade to just instantly kill this, which is, you know, what I want. We do draw into Reaper in 2 turns, and this guy will not gain block, and it will die to Fiend Fire still. So it's okay, we only get to Reaper off of this guy, yeah, but I think it's fine. Is it fine to bash here? Next question, because we have 14 strength, yeah? Next turn Evolve will draw into everything here anyway. Oh, actually, because of Evolve, I draw Exhume next turn, huh? I guess then we can just Reaper this. But they have freaking 30 block. Oh, wait. Exhume is not even on Reaper. What am I talking about? Reaper is not played. Okay, oh good. Because this turn we can headbutt the Reaper and then intimidate into the thing. Yes. But then if I do... I guess it gets again 30 blocks, so it's fine to do that, yeah? 52 HP is like not a lot though, so maybe the headbutt is too strong. But whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. Next time we draw 3 and we draw +4, so we draw into the Feed Fire here. Exhume Limit Break. Oh, then we can just get the headbutt immediately. Okay, fine. Oh, good. Does it mean I want other war for next turn? Because we do spend a lot of energy. I draw 3 and draw 7 until here. So Exhume Limit Break, draw 1. Play Limit Break, draw 2. Play Headbutt on the Reaper. And then play Heavy Blade. So yeah, we only spend 5 energy, that's fine. Vulnerable doesn't really matter because we are not playing Reaper next turn. Okay. So there's no need to take 2 and there's also no need to take other war. Yeah, then we just do whatever we want, then doesn't matter. I can even almost kill this right now. This is fine. Yeah, Reaper Exhume Limit Break. Go on to the headbutt. Headbutt here. Dies. On the Reaper, play defend. Take this hit. And next turn with Reaper, all good. Then you don't need to panic. Don't need to panic, heal 31. And suddenly we have what 66 with all potions preserved. And all it took was that we just face tank like what 60 damage, yeah? No problem. Paper Frog, that's quite good if we actually have vulnerable, which by the way we don't. We have vulnerable, but you know, maybe on the wrong target. Yes, we can have vulnerable, but maybe it's not on the correct target, so let's not do that. Havoc with the Choker now is a little bit weird though, even though we do have the Dark Embrace here, I don't think so. So we just skip, yeah? Archer doesn't really do anything. Evolve is top deck though, Evolve top deck is good. Limit Break top deck is not so good with the Inflame Plus not being here. I mean, there is actually a reason to not drink this right now, no? But we'll see. Let's think a little bit. Because we can go to... Yeah, we can go to 20 strength immediately next turn, which maybe I would just do that. Yeah, I think I would just go to 20 strength. There's no need to play Dramatic Entrance now, though. It breaks Art of War first of all, and then in the redraw, it breaks Akabeko, breaks Art of War, and in the redraw we do it Dark Embrace, yeah. Bottom, no, Reaper bottom is fine. Reaper bottom is actually what you want. What I do not want to see though is that my vulnerable is bottom, my disarm is bottom, my inflame is also not very early. That's not what I want to see, but the Reaper being bottom is completely fine. Okay, out of war. $67 first. But yeah, this turn is basically Gambler's Blue turn, yeah? So we Burning Pack away the strike. Yeah, evolves here. So we draw into the Inflame. If a Gambler's Blue now, can it reach the disarm next turn? That's the main question. And also, by the way, with this, I think we just ring this, yeah, immediately. So yeah, Inflame Limit Break is 2 cards. So we go to 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. And then afterwards I can steal Gambler's Blue for 5 cards here. And if I Gambler's Blue for 5 cards right now, next turn I draw 9 cards and deal here, which means I can Gambler's Blue again to draw into the disarm, which blocks 30. And that also lands the Shockwave before, especially with the armaments, it lands the thing. Okay, that has to be good. But there's no Gambler's Blue for like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. If it double Gambler's Blue now, I can get Inflame Plus instead. It's like I Gambler's Blue until here and then I stop. With 2 Gambler's Blue, I draw until here and then I stop. Because no Dark Embrace in play, so we play what 2 Inflames and then Limit Break is 3 and then this is 4 and this is 5. Unfortunately, it means I cannot Intimidate. But I do not die to Bit of Death like that. And then the turn afterwards we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do lose 1 energy, but I can struck it off into disarm Dark Embrace, for example. And then this turn I have like what Armor to Shockwave. And we still have healing from Tropic Blue. No, that sounds like really good actually, yeah? That I just use 2 Gambler's Blue right now. And draw into the Inflame Plus. So that my Limit Break is working better because I can play 2 Inflames before the 2 Limit Breaks. So we are going to play 2 Inflames. Choker goes to 3. Limit Breaks number 1. Choker goes to 4. Exhume. Choker goes to 5. Limit Break number 2. Choker goes to 6. And we use every single energy. So we get 6 cards, 0 energy, and maximum strength. And the next turn we know that we're completely safe because this will block Bit of Death and then we can play disarm, which means it deals 0. And of course we have like the Entropic Rule. Okay, so I just do that. Which means I gamble away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it doesn't really matter how many I gamble, yeah? As long as I gamble again and then we reach the Inflame. So in total I use 8 cards. Yeah, in total I use double Gambler's Blue and we draw 8 cards. this turn right now. Let's just do that. And we have no energy to play anything else, yeah? And we have no cards to play the Intimidate either, so we will just take the full 67 here to our face. But that's fine, I don't mind taking 67 to my face. Empress Rule again for 3. Only 3, yeah? If we gamble 4, we are in big trouble. So let's only gamble 3. And you can even open this now to see what is in here. Okay, more HP, very cool. Alright, now we execute. 1, 2. Boom. Boom. And boom. Alright, now we take 67, but we have 32 strength. With all these unplayed, by the way, you can regen pot this turn also either immediately. Oh, you can use this. Yeah, I guess using this is fine. Then you can use this to... But no, using this you lose 1 HP, so that's not. Yeah, and now I think the fights are pretty good, yeah? If this is the fight. I think we are in good shape. Yeah, it's 32 strength and turn 1 good. Like, these are the questions you should ask yourself. To be honest, if we draw a card here with the struct, then I lose draw for next turn, and I kind of want my draw for next turn. So let's just play Disarm and Dark Embrace in that order. Yeah, let's just play Disarm into Dark Embrace in that order, and then we just lose another 4 HP to beat the death, but yeah, nobody cares. And the next one I have a full hand, actually 10 cards, and then we can play like Arma to Shockwave and then Reaper, we are full HP. Wow. Okay, so Disarm first and then it's Dark Embrace, and it's debuff forever with Shockwave plus. Also I have 6 taunts by the way, so even if we don't do anything it takes damage. I can use this. Yeah, full HP and it takes 90 on taunts. And Akabeko, by the way, is still intact, yeah, for this Reaper to heal like 66. It does not need to deal 66, but it does. Actually, it heals more than that because we have the frog. Okay, fine. The shuffle, playing the Fiendfire shuffles over this out, I don't care. And not Fiendfire Shockwave, yeah, I don't really care. And Reaper? 78, And suddenly we have full HP, by the way. I guess we play Strike also, yeah, like 66, and also then we don't waste the overheal. And by the way, very important, if I do this line, we get 1 strength on Rupture. Very important. Yeah, this 1 strength will be the difference between victory and defeat, yeah, as you can see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just freaking death, so let's just kill it. Yeah, it's done for, yeah. Can do this. And boom, 2, and then 3, and 4. Yeah, this max out, yeah, easily. Unceasing Taunt to headbutt, yeah, nobody cares about headbutt. Yeah, now we do whatever. This is like 1 shot. Oh, that's a close fight, yeah, exactly. A complete nail biter. Raja, nah. If you can drink outside the spider, sure, but otherwise you just let it go. You know. But yeah, as I said, if we can preserve all resources in Act 4, it would not be a problem, yeah, even with Bedrock Order. And we did preserve all resources. There was no problem. Yeah, it's 50 potions good. Exactly. So honestly, in this entire run, we just don't block like ever. Except the Guardian fight, yes. The Guardian fight is when our block is at its best. Like we have the Disarm and we have like the Struck it off and then the defense still matters. But after Act 1, we just never block. As you can see in the time meter, we could not block at all, you know. We just force a split on turn 3 and then we kill it immediately. In the Awakened one, yeah, okay, blocking was also not happening. We killed on like turn 5 or something. And we just use HP in the meantime. Speed and Shield, what blocking happened? Yeah, we block with our face, take like 60 and then we heal back. And of course, the 2 game the boot, Frozen Eye, and Limit Break, you can see like on turn 1 immediately we go from a draw though that probably gets like what 10 strength, yeah? Yeah, it goes from getting like 13 strength to getting 32. So he just gained plus 19 strength from the Frozen Eye. Yeah, it's a plus 19 strength for Frozen Eye alone. That's a pretty good relic, I think. Gonna be over 90? Yes. I mean, the first set was like 92 runs with 10 losses, or 82 and 10. And this second set rotating is starting from, no, not from here. It's like from, yeah, from January, but this year. Actually, no, February. Yeah, like equal number of runs you can see. Because this is still, from January, it's still a single character, yeah, you can say single character defect and silent. So, of course, it drops a little bit because these are not like consistent 90% yet. But rotating is, of course, the rotating win rate is always boosted a little bit because of, you know, whatever this is, yeah? But yeah, overall, since the second... So combine the two, the first one was 82 and 10, and this one is 49 and 4, so like, what is it? It's 92 runs plus 53, right? So in total it's 145 runs, there are 40 losses. Which is 130 on wins. Divided by 145. Yeah, 90.3%. But still holds watch a record play in 2 years? Not that long. But it takes a long time. Like even if you win literally every single run, yeah, by the way. Because I can show you like, my watcher from the first time I feel rating, I don't even remember when. That maybe like what here? Yeah, probably starting here should be fine. And then yeah, no abandons, and then watcher. Okay, it's earlier than that. It's like maybe here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's here. You can see this, yeah? I mean, how many watcher runs have I played in a year and a half? Yeah, 87 runs. So even with this win rate, you know, it's like getting 52 streak is not very easy, you know, it takes a lot of runs. It just takes like very large amount of runs, yeah? And then sometimes you just die. Yeah, like last time I got to 39 and then what, I die. So it goes to 0 and then I need to play all the runs again to get the streak that's currently going. Yeah, exactly. Like when Coach grinded, he played. That's a cool thing, you know, is that he played like a lot, but he doesn't play mindless, you know. He played like hundreds of runs, but whenever, you know, like the streak is at a respectable number, he like locks in. And I would tell you, if I play Watcher like that, I would lose my mind. I mean, maybe he lost his mind because after the Watcher streak, he played rotating a little bit and then it's gone. So maybe he did lose his mind, we would never know. But yes, I would tell you, like, if I do that, I cannot do that. If I do that, I would actually just lose my mind. And then I play worse. Because I do not really... Yeah, I just cannot do it. But yeah, it takes a very long time even if you win like literally every single run. If you win literally every single run, it will take you 53 runs, you know, and 53 runs is a long time. And of course, you're not winning literally every single run, maybe you can get close. But you will lose once in a while, because just recently, you know, just look at this one, we could have just lost this. This one could have just been a loss. And then, guess what, you're 0. And that's another, like, 100 hours or something. Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying. That's why I say, like, if people still play this game, maybe 20 years from now or something, and watch your record is like, it's definitely going to be like 3 digits. 4 digits maybe going a little bit too far, but the 3 digits, absolutely. It's just that it's a very last time commitment, and you also need to be good enough. So you need to be good enough. You need to spend a lot of time, and you also need to not let your guard down. And you just need to stay focused during the entire thing. It's not just that, okay, you win this much, therefore you will get the streak. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, it doesn't actually work like that. Yeah, because like, after all, people are not computers, like we are humans. Like the mental state is actually super real, you know. You see this all the time. I mean, I will say, yeah, one of the things that I am the best at, one of the things that I'm very proud of for myself, is that whenever the run is going terribly, like whenever like, all the bad luck is hitting me all at once, yeah, I do not play worse. In fact, I usually play better. But a lot of people cannot do that. Like even very strong players, you get like giga lucky and you just check out, you know. They mentally check out, you just want, okay, I just want this to be over with. And then you lose. So the mental aspect is like huge, you know, in this game. Like, it's not just okay, you're good enough, therefore you win every time. Yeah, who is it talking? Who am I talking about? Who could it be? But no, really, it's not just you. It's more than... Yeah, there are many people like that. Like super strong players. Do I get nervous about to get World Cup? No, not at all. I mean, maybe the first time, but not even then. Yeah. I do remember when I got like 10 streak on silent, which was at the time the world record. Like it was 9 and then I got 10. I wasn't really nervous at all for the 10th run. I was just playing the game. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, probably not silent. Just leave. It's a weird human thing, you know, because like when things are going badly, yeah, when you're actually getting unlucky, like it's the time when you need to spend, you know, the most focus on, because you otherwise the run's just freaking easy, you know, do whatever the hell you want, you win. Wow, cool. Like when you're getting really unlucky, that's when you need the most effort. But somehow, you know, the natural response of the brain tells you that okay, it's probably better to just give up. That's what I'm always saying. Your brain tricks you. Your brain is evil. It's just like, you're okay. Just give up. You will feel better, and then you feel bad if you give up. It's just straight up lying. But yeah, that is when you need to focus, and this is not easy to learn. Yeah, I also took like a very long time to actually kind of understand and control my emotions a little bit better. It's not perfect. I mean, of course, I still feel upset and whatever, but I'm managing it. Studying this in behavioral economics very important. Yeah. But for poorly, things are going badly. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. As always. See you.